What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fatties Over 40. How you guys doing today?
What's up?
That's not very enthusiastic. Are we going to have to start this shit over again?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for your intro.
Bring fucking fire.
I was not ready for you
Okay.
at all. I thought I
Fine.
was going to do the intro, and then you just
You
start
just
going.
said lead into it.
You
What the
just-
fuck
you
are we
just jumped
doing?
off. Like, what is this guy even doing?
Fine, lead off.
Like an
Hang
old
on, let me
married
buzz us
couple.
back out. Okay, now we're back out.
You guys choose which one the wife is.
These
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Fatties Over 40. Fix it again. You cannot. We're never going to start this show. We're never going to start the show. It's never going to happen.
3, 2, 1.
What's up? Welcome back to Fatties Over 40. It's your boy Blanco along with Jonesy, and God, this fucking douche. Already, he's getting on my nerves. Where's
Our little
guest?
buddy has finally made it on the show.
We got Squeaks.
We got Squeaks with us.
where you put your hands when you talk?
Oh, what a show we have planned for you guys today.
Folks,
It is
I
going
don't
to
know that
be-
we can live up to our show, the college football kickoff from last year, but one, we're gonna try, and two, we have a in for knowledge fan here with us today.
That's correct.
He is from the lovely state of
Thought I was going to get
Cabra-
like special guests.
Nebraska.
Okay.
You are special. You are handicap special, sir.
He's like a window licker kind of special.
You guys will see that. Don't worry.
It'll come out.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's going to
Okay.
happen. He also is scared of the camera, scared to see his face, and it's shining bright. I wish he would have cut his hair, though. It's a little messy.
Yeah, there's not as much glare going on.
Yeah, thank God. I'm the only one that needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So,
true.
everybody, this is Eric, affectionately known as DB. You guys have heard us talk about him on the show before. We've been trying to figure out how to get him on here, and all of our other friends that were supposed to be on the show, Danny, Tyler, losers, decided to bail on us, and this guy decided to come on the boat and bail out the water with us.
Does that like put me? Am I like number one friend status now? Am I like bumped up or
I mean, you'll always be number
Like-
2 in my heart.
like top 10?
Like-
Oh, you're
like a
definitely
deuce.
top 10.
Oh, top 10.
Yeah, you're definitely top 10. You would never not be out of the top 10, bro.
I'll take that. I'll take that at this point.
Yeah.
Solidly top
Solid.
10.
Solid number
Solid
2.
top 10.
Because if you were my favorite turd, I'd still flush you, but that's beside the point.
Well, I wouldn't be angry.
I wouldn't shit you if you were my favorite turd. I would still shit you. That's beside the point.
I will flush your ass.
We are currently live on YouTube. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully the audio isn't completely terrible. If it is, somebody let me know. Oh, Gijo's on there.
Oh, did he give us a comment?
Yeah, he just said, "Hey, fatties. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey.
Shake them toes up for me while you're there." How's the audio, Gijo?
He's like, I don't know. I can't fucking hear you.
Can't fucking understand you clowns.
Some rolling out of the jar.
Hey, maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Anyway, so we got 2 different sets of drinks today. Because why not?
Because we can. Because it's Saturday.
And
We're
it
having a
is
good time.
Saturday, and it is 3:42 in the afternoon, which isn't terrible.
Nah.
Should have been on here a little bit ago, but we got shit to do, and somebody had to take notes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just be like a normal person and write it on his hand.
I'm old. Can't remember shit.
The audio is like an old movie. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I have no idea.
We'll fix it in post. It's
That's
fine.
fine.
You guys can listen to us or not. Whatever.
I'm not that old. I am old, but I don't know what old movie audio is.
So does that mean it's silent? It could old audio sound to me says that it's silent. Are we in like Charlie Chaplin, like silent?
That's what I was
film
wondering.
range?
I'm like, is there
Did you
no
want, like-
Is there audio actually?
whatsoever?
The lips
Do we
don't
do-
match the audio. We're having that problem. We're having the syncing issue. Like
Do we
we've had.
do we do hand gestures?
You can
Is
put
that-
your hands
is
wherever you
that-
want to.
is that
Anyway.
what-
No, it's not like an old movie. It's like one of those bad dub movies. Where
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
It's the yes.
Godzilla?
Yes, it's the Godzilla movie. No.
Godzilla!
Godzilla.
I kind of like that. We should do that more often. That's fun.
Every time we go live, it'll be like that.
Fucking day.
All
Love
right.
it.
So, do you want to go with your mixed drink first or the
Oh, I don't care.
box?
Let's do this one. We got it out.
Okay.
We'll rate these. I did a simple whiskey sour because we had another drink and I just wanted a non-pre-made cocktail. Super simple. An ounce and a half of whiskey, whatever you like, an ounce of lemon juice, and a half ounce of simple syrup. And there it is. That's it. It's delicious. What do you guys think?
Let me drink. I haven't tried it. This is the first time I tried it.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, we forgot to have him try Jura Scotch.
Hold up.
So we have to give
got
you a drink. Don't give him a full shot. Just give him a little bit of. So
talking,
when
I
we
got
started one of our first episodes, we did Jura Scotch as the featured drink, and it is quite possibly one of the worst things we've ever had in our life. So Jura Scotch is
I am not a
number
Scotch.
one.
I'm not a good Scotch fan, so this is going to be wonderful.
You're gonna absolutely hate it. So
All right.
that's where we start from a scale of Jura to 5, and 5 is excellent. You do it, whenever you had an opportunity to have a cocktail. It's probably gonna be a 5.
Well, you sold it well, so I should know. Is there a negative scale on this?
Jura is the bottom. It is
Okay,
the
so
floor.
I can't go like negative.
If I make something that's worse than Jura Scotch,
like
then I'm just
negative-
gonna hang it up. I'm
Negative
gonna be
three,
like,
negative 3 Juros. I can't go with that.
all right, yeah. Go ahead, give him that.
I'm
Smell that before.
I'm
you take a
already
drink,
like
too.
making the face, and I haven't even gotten in with
He's gonna be like,
So
"Ooh."
I will tell you this: if
why.
no bullshit. If Mike ever makes a drink that tastes like Jura Scotch, we're done with the show. We might be done being friends, and
Fuck
that's
it
just how
over.
that dude. I'm done. I'm canceling. I'm gonna cancel ourselves. Okay.
I mean, I have this question for a lot of things in life, but
Okay.
I'm going to stick it to liquor here. Why do we do this to ourselves? Like, why do people make things of this nature?
Well, it's supposed to be good, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think some people like it. I'm not one of them. So
See
I
this
can't-
camera right here, and I want you to look at the TV real quick. This is gonna get your facial reaction.
Yeah, so we're zooming in for
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Wonderful.
absolutely, absolutely. You're
I'm
welcome.
pretty, yeah, thank you.
All right, so tell us what you think. Give that Jura.
I need you guys to look away.
Please don't throw up. Please don't throw up.
Look away!
If you're gonna spew into that.
It's like hot lava.
All right, here's Jura.
There it is. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh! What is that after it tastes? It tastes like old leather. I feel like I just drank like some like bourbon cologne. Like
That's it. Yes.
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
analogy.
That
I
is
like that.
yes.
That is very
yes.
very spot on. So that is the floor. So that should taste a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
It's
I just
awful.
licked leather.
So
That's
that is
gross.
the worst tasting drink we've ever had on this show, hands down. But we did decide after 2 episodes ago that we were going to. You have to try it.
Last time I joined you guys for a podcast.
Well, no.
that's
Next
how-
time you don't have to try Jura.
Yeah, no,
once
you've
you've
already
been
had
on the
it.
show
You've
once,
had
we're
it,
good
you're
to go.
done.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
if this is a prerequisite, I'm out.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, maybe it depends
I mean,
So what do you think?
on the drink.
Jura to 5. Where are you rating that bad boy?
I'm gonna give it a 1 only because I'm sure there's something I've had worse in my lifetime.
the Jura.
Yeah.
We're not worried
Oh,
about.
no, wait. This
Yeah,
is
no,
the
no,
bottom.
I'm
Like,
not-
yeah,
I don't
you're
give a
gonna-
shit about
I
you.
got you. Oh,
We know how bad
this
that
one.
is.
This
Yeah.
one. Ah.
This is the worst thing
Gotcha.
ever. So that's
yeah.
like the
Well, I was
lowest on
like,
the
I might
scale.
have had something worse. Oh, this.
Yeah. I was like, damn, bro, it's not that bad.
Yeah. No.
I was about to be like, bro, that's harsh. You
Yeah,
might
I'll
have
say-
to-
I'm like,
I'll
damn.
You
say-
might have to get kicked out.
I'll say 4 because I mean I could drink a few of these and be fine.
I give
I'm fine with that.
I give it a solid 4.25.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like it. I mean, I actually am missing the taste of the Riegers in it more than anything. Like I actually want to taste the whiskey a little bit more. There's a little bit more lemon in mine. I think because you made ours together,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but still good.
But
Still
see,
good.
I'm okay with that. Like I'm kind of a weenie with mixed drinks.
You are a
so
weenie.
I am. So
But that's okay.
like
It
the
happens.
lemon, the mixer to me is fine on this one. I like it.
Okay. That's fine. I would also give it a 4. I mean, I love whiskey. I love Rieger whiskey. It's a very simple cocktail. There's not a whole lot to it.
Yeah, no, it's really good actually. I'm good with it. I have no issues.
I'll have another drink because I need
Will
to get
you-
rid of that shot.
You have to drink the whole thing, just so you're aware.
Oh, we got more drinks coming too. We're not a one
Yeah,
one-stop shop.
Yeah, when we have guests on the show, we make multiple drinks.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what we do.
Dorothy had like 4 shots before she was on the show, and
That is true.
it worked out good though. They were all good shots. I mean,
Okay, then.
We were trying a couple different things
did.
last couple weeks ago, and
yep.
that was good shit. So
All
what
right.
you got here? Announce this for me, because I'm excited.
I got you. I'm gonna drink the water out of the bottom of this.
That's a
first.
good idea.
Yeah, that's probably where you don't even have ice.
I didn't get ice. I'm
All right,
a no
hand
ice
that
guy.
over to him.
I don't.
'cause-
I'm good. I got one.
No, I know, but you're gonna mix the drinks like always, fucker.
Oh, I'm pour these for you guys.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so straight
be
out the
difficult.
chute.
All right.
I'm gonna hide these real quick because I can't open this to save my life because I'm a dipshit.
I'll keep mine over here so you don't get them wrong.
All right, so I was at the liquor store because I knew that DB was coming on the show, and we always like to kind of do a little bit of special things. Well, I don't really know. Somebody told me that this was Blake Lively's alcohol to go with, I believe it's Aviation Gin. This is called Betty Booze. It's tequila-based drink.
I like that.
The first one that we have is sparkling tequila with oak smoked lemonade. I don't know how this is going to taste, but you know the deal. It's a 6-pack.
Sparkling water, tequila.
I don't think
agave
this has
nectar,
very many calories or anything
lemon
like
juice
that.
concentrate, more juice concentrate, orange juice concentrate.
This
There's
may
a lot
cause
of
birth
sugar in
defects.
this. Yeah, this is gonna be a little sweet.
I better not get
That'd be
pregnant.
right,
then,
though.
is that what you're telling me?
Oh, you're going to get pregnant from this show. But that's beside the point.
Okay.
Okay.
I was looking for calories. I didn't see it.
Alright.
It may not be on there.
All right, guys, that's it. Let's go. Let's get these guys. Here, will you pass that to Jones for me?
Yeah.
And yours is poured as well.
Okay.
So here's Betty Booze. This is
the lemonade?
the sparkling tequila and oak smoked lemonade.
Say when.
It fucking smells like tequila, straight up.
My nose is a little
Ah.
hindered.
Oh
by it.
wow! I was not expecting that. It's like cream soda.
Bro, that's really good.
Doesn't it taste like cream soda?
It does have that.
Yeah, it does have a hint of cream soda. That's actually really good.
I was not ready for that at all.
Neither was I.
Wow.
Yeah, it has like that that fizz and kind of like that thickness. That you get
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
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 That's not terrible.
No, it is not.
Not my favorite, but not terrible. Are we gonna rate these as we go, or
We can. Let me drink the rest of this. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to get our stuff up on YouTube real quick. I would say, in my opinion, that's a good 3.5.
fair? What you got?
I'd probably go 3. I mean, I would definitely drink it. I don't know if I would go out and buy it, but I mean, if someone handed it to me, I'd be
So
I'd be
okay,
totally fine.
okay,
with it, but
just to
are we?
in the grand scheme of life, we on this show have 2 different settings for ratings.
Okay.
We have premix cocktail ratings, and then we have cocktail ratings that Mike and I make. So, in the world of premix drinks, how would you rate this? Would you still give it a 3? Like if you were at my house and we were drinking, playing bags, playing poker, playing whatever, and I'm like, hey bro, I got these Betty Boos. You want one? Where would you rank that in your
Yeah, I mean,
possible drinks?
I'd definitely take it. Yeah, 3 to 3.5, kind of in that range. Let's go 3.5. I'll give it. Yeah, 3.5.
It's fair.
Let's go there.
Fair. I think I've talked about this before. I do not like cream soda. So while that's not bad.
You get the vibes of cream soda, though.
Yeah, for me, that's going to be a 2.
Okay,
I'm not a fan.
I got you.
I mean, it's not bad. It's different. It blew my mind. I was not expecting that at all. Just,
See, and I wonder if that's going to
Not
be the way
great.
the rest of these are. But
I don't know, I'm kind of excited about
the
it. These are
weird,
different.
the oak smoked lemonade. It's real. I kind of like that, and I'm not a tequila person.
I didn't
So-
even. You could smell tequila when I
But you
picked
don't
it up,
taste
but
it.
you don't
I don't-
taste
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I don't
at
know.
all.
I don't know if it's the oak or the sparkling, but it definitely had a pretty strong fizz
Oh, I don't mind the fizz
Did
either.
you get the strong? I got
And I'm not a-
I got a strong fizz.
I'm
yeah.
not a big seltzer person, so I actually didn't mind it at all.
That's good. That's
So-
good shit. All right, what's next? I'm ready for a new one.
Okay, hand that back to him.
Yep.
Sorry.
We're gonna go with smoky pineapple this time.
Ooh.
And I'm saving what I hope to be the best for last. So,
Yeah, I wanted you to pronounce that word. I didn't know if I was gonna get it right.
oh, I'm never gonna get that right.
Was it a Paloma?
Shizo.
It's a polyp. It's a polyp in my butthole. It's a polyp.
All right, so this is smoky pineapple.
Sir?
It's got tequila, mezcal, juice, water.
Get a little pineapple and tequila in this
It's
one.
got a little brown sugar in this bad boy and vanilla extract.
It smells like a cream. This actually smells like a cream soda to me.
Yeah, it does.
Like
That
this
smells-
actually smells like cream soda to me.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a smell from this one than the other one.
I don't like that.
Nope. There's not as much fizz on this one.
There's not as much pineapple flavor forward either. Is it terrible? No.
It's muted.
It
It's
is
got
very
a-
muted.
It tastes like watered down pineapple or pineapple juice, kind of.
Yeah. I would wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
It's got a butter taste to it as well. Almost like a brown butter with pineapple.
I think that's the brown sugar coming through.
You know what I want to do with this? Is make a float. I want some ice cream, and I want this.
Like a
and I think
boozy float?
Yeah, I think it would be fucking delicious.
What kind of ice cream? Like vanilla?
Vanilla.
Or would you go with like a pineapple-ish ice cream?
No, vanilla.
Vanilla? Okay. I don't mind it. It's not bad, but in my opinion, this is like a 2.5.
Yeah, I'd go there. I don't like as much as the last one, so I'd agree with that.
See, I like it better than the last one. I'm gonna give this one a 3.
That'll work. All right, and last but not least is called lime shiso, lime shiso, sibso, some shit like that. So
Yeah.
hand that over. It's
so.
it's in a. I don't want to call that a lime colored can. That's more of like a bluish can to me, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Are we turning these around?
Yeah,
Move
you
your
can.
arm, dipshit.
Sorry.
Gotta come across you.
Told you, I have no idea what to do with my hands.
All right, there we go.
That tain't no shit.
All right.
Gracias, senor.
Let's see how this goes. All right. So what does this one got in it?
Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, that lime smells good.
I like that.
We do. We are big
Yes.
fans of
Yeah.
lime on this
Get up
show.
in there.
Get all up in there. That's some smell good
Yeah,
stuff.
this one smells way better than the other two.
Yeah, absolutely. The lemon one didn't smell bad though.
Oh, that smells fantastic.
That tastes like toilet water to me.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not. It
tastes like toilet water smell.
It does not match the smell at all. I was excited, and then it just went.
There's nothing there. Like it smells like Fabuloso. Like it tastes like I feel like Fabuloso smells.
It tastes like
It's
those
weird.
little, and I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It tastes like those little hard inserts smell that you get like hanging from like a public toilet.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You know,
Yes.
like the cleaner,
The urinal
smell. Yeah,
cakes.
yeah.
It tastes like what urinal cakes smell like.
I like it. I absolutely
I
like
want-
it.
I want to be honest with all three of you. Surprises me little.
Well, you can have this other one then. How about that?
That is.
Because we have to make our suicide anyway.
I'm
so.
trying to get the flavor out of it of what it.
I don't know what that
tastes
is.
like.
I feel like we've described the flavor too.
No, it's
Already.
got some kind of herb in it, and I can't pick it up. That's what it is.
You're
Yeah,
right.
it's-
That's exactly like
and I think that's what we're.
Oh, it's just
what
whatever
we're
this
tasting is. That you get that like that.
shiso flour is.
shiso flour. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has a floral component to it. I think that's the reason for the.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It's honestly not. For me, it's,
It's
not.
not-
Bad.
no, it's not-
I
it's
don't
not
hate it.
So I
at
will
all.
take it back a little bit. The more I drank, the better it got.
It kind of coats your palate a little bit,
It does
and
a
then
little bit.
it grows on you.
Oh, there's more flavors.
no.
It's
those
just
are
Oh,
the
the
okay.
same
So
ones.
there's 3 flavors.
But hand these over because he has to do the suicide. This is how we do it on
Oh
I got
shit!
you.
on mixed ones.
I gotta kill this real quick. Just put it down.
Oh.
Yep.
I forgot. I forgot about the suicide. I don't think the suicide is going to be good at
Oh, it's going to taste like
all.
shit. But
At
it's either going
all.
to taste really good or it's going to be like, what are we drinking?
All right, I should have enough of these others to do a quick suicide with these.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care how bad it is, as long as I do not have to do another one of those shots.
This.
See, this is here. Put your drink over there
Oh, yeah.
closer.
I just didn't want to get mixed up,
Yeah.
but we can figure that
We'll
out.
do that. Yeah, I actually really like this one a lot. We didn't rate it yet. You guys didn't give it a grade.
Oh, I'm gonna go with like a 2.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go. Actually, I take that back. After I kind of drank it and kind of sat on it just a little bit, I actually will rate that higher than the pineapple one. I will give that like a 2.5, like 2.75. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, so same with me. It definitely got better. I'll probably put it with the first one. I'm gonna go 3 to 3.5, kind of in that range. I mean, I would have another one. I can't say that I would be able to drink a 6-pack of them.
No.
But I would definitely have.
No, I
you know,
couldn't do a 6-pack.
Two of them would be kind of in that realm.
But see, like I actually like that first one. Like I could drink those first ones. The
We good?
the lemonade,
We're all good.
the lemonade.
There you go, sir. Give it a little mixy.
Mixy.
What do you smell? Did you smell it? Did you get any of it?
I'm getting that cream soda.
Oh yeah, I got it there too. Yep.
Yeah, that overpowered everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that overpowered every bit of it.
Absolutely every piece of that.
Here, pour yours into mine, and you can drink the rest of the.
You want the suicide?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
It's fine. And then you can drink the rest of that lime shit.
Perfect. We'll do that.
See, this is how we get. Nope. One is enough.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were looking.
Thanks, Dick.
I definitely would have rather have made a pitcher of
Yes.
whiskey sours and just drank on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Mom says it's the vanilla that makes it taste buttery.
And it's not great.
No.
I'll be honest with you, it is not
not.
great at all.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, it does make sense.
That makes total sense, actually. Okay.
All right, well,
Which
there we
one
go.
was it?
Okay.
Was that the,
Oh, suicide. I'm going to give my suicide. It was not much better than the other.
It's
Jesus.
a 3.
Um,
I rate it as a 3.
I'm going to give it a 3 as well.
Yeah, that's a 3.
You guys are high.
Oh, what you going to give it?
Hey,
I'm going-
we're not sniffing Freon this week. We're not high, okay?
I'm going 2.
Oh.
Wow, he hated
They
it more
were
than,
they were
Okay,
better
on a scale-
individually.
On a
than-
scale of 1 to Jura, where are you at on that then? Is it still better than Jura?
Well, yeah,
Then shut up.
but that's why I kept it as a 2. I didn't go like 1. I wasn't like this.
Is it better
close.
than Jura? Then it's
It
fine.
is
Yeah.
Jura.
It's
Juras.
fine.
And to be honest, the Jura, like the initial wasn't awful. It's that aftertaste.
It's not great.
It's what lingers.
Yeah.
is-
It's the
is
aftertaste.
garbage.
And it's not
Yeah,
good. You're
absolutely.
just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it lingered for a while. I was not into it.
All right, so
can you go get the Jura? I think I'd rather have Jura than that. That's
what is wrong with you?
Said nobody ever.
What's wrong with you?
It's
No,
a joke. Calm down.
we don't joke on this channel. This is serious.
All right, guys, get ready because this is going to be hard-hitting analysis of the upcoming football.
Whoa,
Not really.
hold on. We are not doing any analytics. Well,
Oh.
we will do a little bit of analytics, but not like last year. Last year we dove in, and I do appreciate Danny. I wish he would have been here this year because I think last year's show was really good. But
That's your opinion.
life happens.
I was like,
said the
I'm
show
like, I
was
gotta
good
let.
too,
You said it
Dick.
was good. Now I gotta like do better.
Nah,
No,
You'll be
the
fine.
same. Okay.
you'll be fine. We're going to do better this
Gijo
time.
said suicide urinal cake. Yum.
That's kind of what it.
Yeah, that's
Tastes
kind of
like-
what it tastes like.
I'll be honest. This other one, this is delicious. The
See, I don't like that one. I just don't like that
Shisho.
one. The shisho.
Shisho is kind of like Jijo. Shisho.
It is. It very much is.
Shisho.
Shisho face instead of Gijo face. It's Shisho face.
Shisho face.
What was that? What was that golf course we played at in like downtown Dallas? This is like the downtown Dallas golf course of drinks.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Absolutely. Yes. And Gijo was with us. For
Gijo
that.
knows.
yeah, it's
He
right
knows.
there out there.
Gijo
Yeah,
face was with us. for
pretty
that.
sure their greens were painted green.
Yeah, they were painted.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. They were painted.
100%.
Was that wasn't the one in the hood, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the one. in the
100%
hood.
that was the
Okay.
one in the hood.
Yeah.
I didn't find that one.
Went to the fucking Hood McDonald's and
That Hood McDonald's was epic, though.
fucking money.
That was epic,
Yeah.
bro. That's where you get the best McDonald's. Is at?
I was gonna
is
say in the Hood has
Yeah,
the
the
best
Hood has the best
McDonald's.
I feel like the
motherfucker.
hash browns were a little extra greasy.
Oh, dude, they were extra fried. They
But
were
yeah,
little.
crispy
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Crispy
yeah.
and greasy. Just
Absolutely.
delicious.
Shout
Doesn't
out
get
to all the
better.
McDonald's in the hoods, folks.
What
Don't rob
up?
them. They are a national treasure, whether you realize it or not.
Is the one at 7th in Minnesota still open?
Yeah,
Fucking A, it is.
it'll always be open.
Yeah,
It's technically
buddy.
an 8th in Minnesota, but
Oh,
yes,
sorry.
I know which one you're
It'll
talking
always
about.
You
the
knew.
one, the
You
one
knew.
that we used to walk up to from school.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the one.
The one that would be on the way to school, and you'd pop in there, and there'd be 14 other people that you knew in there. Like, hey!
Yeah, because we all went before school because we were fucking
Absolutely,
dumb.
because we're dumb. We're dipshits.
Oh my god.
We still are, too.
Yeah.
But that's-
Like
Nothing
because of the
has
location,
changed.
or because you chose McDonald's before school?
Location. There was nothing else over there.
I just thought maybe
No,
it was
because
like
it was
I
the
just thought
only
I just
thing
thought
there.
maybe it was like the
I
second
don't
period
even-
diarrhea that got you guys.
I don't even remember that Sonic being there when we were in high school.
There was a Sonic?
Yeah, at 10th in Washington, or 10th in Minnesota, or 10th in State.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still
Was
there.
and it was there when we were there.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I
I don't
don't
remember it
remember
being
that.
there.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't-
remember it being there.
I don't remember that at all.
Because otherwise, we would have drove up to Sonic. I feel like instead of going to McDonald's all the time. There used to be something else there too, though. Oh, we used to go to the Subway too periodically.
Jesus, I don't remember.
Dude, it's been too long ago.
Yeah, no
It's
kidding.
fine.
My memory is not what it once was. Yeah.
I know nothing about that area, so I'll take your word for it.
You shouldn't know anything about that
Yeah.
area, considering you come from small town BFI.
BFN.
I hate you. Why did I suggest him coming on here? Jesus Christ.
He's like, I
Call
know you can do
hey,
it.
we each I feel like we each get one or two where we're just like no on guests.
Are you veto?
You should have told me. Yeah,
Will you
you
veto
should have
stuff?
vetoed the shit out of this.
Nah, I think it's gonna be interesting. I do. I really think it's gonna be.
Well, I just wanted him to come on the show so I could make fun of Nebraska to somebody.
Yeah. Well, I took that I as meaning Iowa, and I was not having it. So I was not into it, sir.
That's fine.
Oh man.
Tyler would have been from BFI because he is from Iowa.
If you wanted
and
to
he's
do
a
like
Hawkeyes fan.
E
And,
for Egypt,
Which-
I would have taken that.
which
Not
I think we're gonna go. Well, me and Tyler are gonna go live Wednesday night for the fantasy football draft. Which you guys are missing out if you didn't get into the fantasy football league. Which, if one person, I'm gonna call you out because I know you're not watching. If you'll get your shit together by tomorrow or Monday, I'm replacing your ass in fantasy. All right, Jacob. Jake. Okay.
no
From State
names,
Farm?
but it
Okay.
rhymes with makeup.
Jacob. A little bit of Jacob.
Jacob.
Anyway, I'm just messing with you, man. Get on there.
Hey,
Fill
is
the shit
Tough,
out, though.
Tough Tony gonna get my team for me?
Yeah.
Is he down to do that?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
He
ask
doesn't
him.
know it yet. But
I
he's
gotta
down.
ask him personally. I gotta be like, hey man, I'm gonna just do.
It might cost you something,
That's
like a
fine.
cookie or something.
I assumed it was
I
gonna
don't know.
cost me something.
Yes, Tough Tony gets
If
to
he
pick
said
your
he was
team
gonna
now.
do it for free, I'll be like, no, bro, you're not doing it for free. You gotta get something out of this, okay? Teach him how the world works.
I can't wait to figure out who the number one pick is in there because if I know, if history serves me correct, and I know we're jumping ahead to NFL shit, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes is going to be the first one off the board no matter who's in the fucking league. And
But he shouldn't be. But
That's exactly my point,
But that's
but
because
that's
you
totally
play
different.
fantasy football in Kansas City,
And I'm gonna tell
and that's
Tough Tony,
and
don't
that's
do that.
and that's what you did.
I won't let him do it.
Like, don't do that.
When if you happen to, because I know you're not going to be around, but if you happen to pay attention or listen to the show, I'm going to offer a prize. If he's still available after the third round,
Oh, there's no fucking way.
Oh, I know there's not gonna be
absolutely
a way,
no fucking way
but-
that's gonna happen. No.
somebody.
He's someone's
I
first
want
pick.
Pat Mahomes to not be in a fantasy league somewhere. Like leave him. He's excommunicado.
Well, that's impossible not to have him in the league. You
I
gotta
don't want him
have
in the league.
him.
No, I don't think you should.
What?
It's like when we used to play with fucking Michael Vick and Madden. It was cheating.
Oh, it is cheating. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll go a step further. Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl.
That'll work too. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
That's the real
100%.
That's the real cheat code.
That's the original cheat code.
Biggest cheat code
Yeah,
ever
that's
in
the
a fucking
original
video
cheat code.
game.
Fuck yeah, that's the
Jesus.
original cheat
That
code.
shit was ridiculous.
All right,
and if,
so
and if you don't know what this means, then I'm sorry.
yes, yes, it was
You
a
had a
straight
terrible
heartbeat
childhood.
monitor.
Yeah.
It was a straight heartbeat monitor going up and down the screen. Like, what are you doing? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Oh
Or the EFIS pitch in RBI baseball. The most unhittable pitch ever. Cheat codes, baby. Thanks, Nintendo. Appreciate it.
Is that RBI or is it bases loaded? I think it was RBI. EFIS
don't
was an
remember.
RBI? I think it was.
I don't know.
It was like,
Yeah, it was like it would look hard, like their arm would be hard as shit, and then all of a sudden it'd die right before they got to play. It's like, I thought we said no EFIS pitches. You're like, fuck you. Oh, it's that type of game.
I don't play by your rules.
Play by your fascist rules.
do the way I want
Son
to
of
do
a
it. Fuck
bitch.
off. Shit.
All right, let's
You want to roll
jump
into things?
into what we came here for. We're only 30 minutes into the show, and we haven't talked about college football yet.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will lead off with this. There was already an upset today. For those of you who are watching this live, Florida State got beat by Georgia Tech, a Georgia Tech team that looked really damn good, and their quarterback was making throws like there was no tomorrow. And they were also in Dublin, Ireland, which is a matchup nightmare for both schools of being over there. Florida State, sorry for you.
Top 10 goes down.
Yeah,
Right off the bat.
yeah.
It's kind of
And they're the
bound to
only
happen,
like
though.
that was the only prominent game for today too. I mean, and I'm not saying that the like FBS schools that are playing and like some of the other, but like that was the only ranked team playing today was Florida State.
I was like, wait a minute. We've got SMU and Nevada playing later. What are you talking
Are they
about?
ranked?
No, neither one are ranked.
Okay.
Come on now. They're both.
No, I didn't know.
Nah.
I was actually being legit on that. 'cause I
They
didn't know if they were ranked or not.
they are not ranked in the polls, but they are number one in our hearts.
No, they're not. Shit.
Number one in our hearts.
They're number one in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, I can't back any of that up.
Yeah.
But to kind of jump into it a little bit, that's why I don't really like the preseason rankings.
I actually agree with that.
I know there's a lot of people that make a lot more money than I do that also agree with that, but I don't really like it. You know, there's no preseason. You're not really seeing anybody. There's a lot of turnover. I really don't think there should necessarily be rankings until maybe
Feels
the
like
third week or
reputation.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, what week then do you start ranking teams?
Maybe after 3, because I mean, Florida.
Once the non-con kind of gets out of the way,
Yeah, because I mean, Florida State is ranked top 10 off of last year.
when they lost their quarterback at the end of the year.
Yeah, they lost their quarterback. All their main defensive players went to the draft. I mean, it's a whole different team. So I mean, you're really. Yeah.
I agree with you.
I just
wholeheartedly
don't
agree
really
with
like it, and I think that's why you see a lot of upsets.
the way too early
Yeah.
top 25 bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's why you see upsets early on is because they're probably a little overranked. I'm not saying that they won't be good,
and this won't be their only loss, but you just kind of get to that point where, you know, there are more expectations than probably are deserved.
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%. Makes sense to me.
So then, okay. So let me pull up the.
So Florida State was 10 in both. I'm just looking at the top
Yeah.
25. Damn, it's identical. The
So,
top 10 are identical.
Do you
in the
and
AP
I'll flip this around to where you can see this, and I'll actually. Stupid ad. God dang! Get out of the ads. What the fuck? What is going on here? Thank you.
What are you doing? Oh yeah, this ESPN is fucking terrible.
What is? I don't understand what's going on here. Okay,
He
so
hasn't moved his
out
mouse
of
for like
no,
5
I haven't.
minutes.
Like
and the ad
it's
just keeps
fucking
popping
stupid.
back
So
up.
like out of the top 25.
Yellow. There it is again.
All right. Well,
Well, let's go
apparently
for it.
it's
Hey
just
guys,
gonna go play.
it's
We'll go.
Toyota-thon. Let's
We'll go get a car.
Go to his because apparently Apple is not fucking stupid today.
That's every day, bro.
No, it is not. You shut your mouth. Anyway, outside of the loss today with
I'm gonna
Florida
side
State,
with him on this one.
Oh, do you have an Apple? You have an iPhone too,
I
don't
do.
you? God damn it!
Must have the iPhone.
Hey, I got a phone that was cool back in 2014.
Still cool, bro.
Whatever.
No, it's not.
Whatever,
Still cool.
whatever, Bill. You keep your Windows
Bill.
over there. Bill Gates. I don't know.
I don't have Windows. It's Android, dickhead.
That's same.
That's
thing.
the same
Yeah,
thing,
It's
Wubbigs.
not. You take it back, or I'm walking out. I'm done with this shit. That hurts my feelings.
Hey man, you're the one who's making
Have
it.
You just called me.
for Windows.
You just called me Wubbigs.
Have you guys ever seen
asshole.
one get kicked off their own podcast? Anyone get kicked off their own podcast?
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Taking my mic and I'm out of
As
here.
in, I'm going upstairs.
Whatever, you little bitch.
You call me little bitch 13 or 14 more times, and I'm out of here.
I'm gonna back up in case swings get thrown. I don't really want to catch one in the right cheek.
Wait, I sent this to him
I didn't
earlier.
show it to him. I
Okay,
didn't
hang
show
on.
it to him during
Hang
the.
on. I know. I'll actually pull
we
it
were
up
in the middle of
'cause
a
I sent
draft earlier, so I did
sent
not
it. I sent it
bust
to him
that
in
out.
Messenger, so I'll actually bring this up.
Oh yeah, put it
And
on there. He was
I'm
like,
going to throw it on the TV.
check our messages before you put it up there. Make sure there's nothing inappropriate.
There's not.
Okay.
Wait.
I was like, let's not put that live on YouTube without knowing what the fuck is in the
Hang
conversation.
on. No, it says, bro, how did they get us on film? And
Okay,
then a
good.
bunch of laughs, and it says, grabbing lemon should be there in 20 minutes.
Cool.
Said, K, front door's open.
Okay. We're good.
Okay, so this is what I sent him earlier.
This is
And I
fantastic.
literally said, bro, how did they get us on film? Ah, I wouldn't
No.
do it off of there.
Oh, took you to another window.
Oh, that's fine, I got it.
That's all right.
I got it.
We'll make this happen.
See? How did Jonesy and Blanco get? We're in the bathroom and we're fighting and we're fighting and we're fighting. We're throwing down right
So
before the show.
I
Right before the
don't
show.
I don't say this to be mean to either of them, but if dude in blue would just like lay down, I think the other guy would be done with.
All right. So,
Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I mean,
Good old high school bathroom fight.
absolutely,
That's a good time
absolutely.
right there.
That's what happens in the washroom. It
Gotta-
happens.
Gotta
Anyway,
work shit out.
So
Literally.
out of the
and figuratively.
what I was going through earlier, out of those top 25, outside of a few of them,
mine's
do you disagree with anybody being in the position that they're at? I mean, you are a Big Ten guy. You are a Nebraska fan. You were formerly a Big 12 fan before Nebraska turncoated and went to the Big Ten for money, and then they sucked at every sport possible.
God, so worth it.
Even
So- that's
volleyball,
what they
where they were
deserved.
money at. Damn the Woosah captain! Did you just call me a net?
This guy,
What?
you're throwing word elbows at me, and I don't like it.
Hey, I'm not sorry. I can't help it. Your school sucks, okay? I didn't make you fucking choose it. It's what happened.
You grew up in Nebraska, man. You guys ate corn. I don't know what to tell
You
you.
wear purple proudly, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I do. You know what? They're on this list.
They are
You
on
know
this
who's
list.
not on this list?
Nebraska.
Fucking Nebraska. So
Are
once
they
you take
even-
your shit,
Yet,
fucking
Oh
shove
wait,
it up your
wait.
ass.
Hey,
Yet.
Wait, hang on. Pause. We'll pause for a second. They would be 1, 2.
Oh, do they have-
or
they have-
26, 27, 28, 29,
oh, look at that,
30,
getting votes.
31,
You do.
32,
You got 60 votes in
33,
this poll,
34.
and-
They would be ranked 34th.
Wow.
But they only got 2 in the coaches poll. They
I
got
wonder-
2 votes in the coaches
That's
poll.
because nobody
What
loves rule.
the
And then the
Nobody
AP.
likes rule because
Fuck the coaches, no.
because rule is that guy that's like, hey guys, hey, we're gonna win, and if we don't win, I'm walking away. But if we do win, like we did at Baylor, I'm still gonna walk away because Jacksonville loves me. And 2 games later, he was fired. I think it was like 5 games, but still.
Do
Whatever.
you remember when you were taking your shit and leaving? I'm almost out of here.
No, you're not. You can't get around us.
Yeah.
I will pin you in your seat. I'll sit on you.
You're going to get in between that bathroom fight. It was going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fucking laid on?
Yeah. He's just going to dominate you.
Oh, let me do some. I'm doing table measurements, see if I can fit. Give me a minute.
Nah, bro, you can't fit underneath.
Oh
that.
shit! There's a.
It's blocked.
Yeah, it's black.
All right, I'm screwed.
Where you going?
This is you're going nowhere.
and I'm way too old and fat to go over it. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Shit.
All right, so top 5. I'll go back to your question. So honestly, the only one.
Well,
Mike, you wanna scroll up
hang
a
on.
little bit?
Let's go top 12 because that's what the new playoff format is. Let's
Okay.
go top
That's
12.
fair.
Okay.
Do you see anybody in the top 12? Because actually,
I do not agree with Florida State.
Yeah,
I
clearly.
said outside of Florida State. Today.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So I'll go top. I'll say and then kind of say what I disagree with or agree with. Georgia, I like.
Georgia has almost everybody
I
returning.
mean, they got their quarterback back, coaches back. They
Yep.
were in the playoff last year. I agree.
So
I think
let's touch on the next one for just a minute.
Yeah.
Because this is one that I actually wanted to bring up specifically, not for analytical purposes, but
Because Mike's here.
well, that's part of it. What are your feelings about Howard being named starter? Does that hurt, or does it kind of, or does it show how hard he worked at K-State to be able to get it at a bigger school. Because I would say Ohio State in the football world is a little bit bigger than K-State.
I would say
No.
it shows how good Avery Johnson is that we're like, this is our guy. Kick
Right.
rocks, Will. I mean, I like Will. I
Yeah,
don't have
Will
anything
Helder,
bad to say
he's a
about
good
him at all.
quarterback.
At all. I don't have anything negative to say. He's a great dude. He battled for that job constantly while
Right.
he was at K-State. So I have nothing negative to say about him, but I think it says more about K-State's future than where Ohio State
I don't
is right
disagree
now.
with you on that. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were because Day's a good coach.
I think he's fine. I mean, he can't beat Michigan, and that's going to get him fired this year.
Nah, that'll change this year.
Maybe.
I think it changes this year. I think without Harbaugh at Michigan, that
So-
changes that whole dynamic. And I'm not saying that
We'll see.
Yeah.
Michigan's new coach is bad by any means, but I think it changes. Harbaugh's just a different coach, man. That
Yeah.
dude knows how to bring the best out of everybody around him, I feel like.
And since we're on that with Howard, that's kind of my argument is 6 of the top 10 have new quarterbacks. And they're not necessarily new to college football, but they're new to the program. Ohio State's got a new quarterback. Oregon's got a new quarterback. I believe Alabama does. Notre Dame does. Michigan does. Florida State does.
Has Texas, I know you didn't mention Texas, but has Texas
Texas-
named their
Is it
star?
going to be Archie?
I
Well,
believe,
that's what I'm
believe
curious.
it.
I haven't
think
seen.
I think it's Ewers still, but I could be wrong.
Oh, could be. I think yours may get the start,
Yeah.
and then
And then
But-
Ole Miss has Jackson Dart, and then Penn State still has their quarterback. But I mean, other than that, I mean that's a lot of what ifs. You know, you're replacing people that have either transferred out or gone to the NFL, and I mean that's kind of why I don't really necessarily agree with the rankings. You never really know
Gijo,
what
by
you're
the
gonna
way,
get.
Gijo said he's got $20 on you. I just want to let you know that.
On me.
Yeah.
Doing what? Getting out?
Me and you fighting, apparently.
Oh, nice. Oh, so we're apparently on a win, or just is going to happen?
I don't know. He put in the comments, he goes, got $20 on DB.
Oh, I like it.
So,
Well,
thanks,
thank you, sir.
Gijo.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Gijo. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. I see where you're. I see where the party lines have been drawn, sir.
all right. So according to our lads,
He just knows I get picked on, and he's sticking up for me, and I appreciate it.
That's true.
that's true.
That's actually.
Yeah.
He doesn't like bullies.
I got Texas' depth chart pulled up,
Well,
and
he
they were
must hate
showing
both of you
Ewers as
assholes.
1 and Archie Manning as 2. Just FYI.
They have who again? I'm sorry.
They got Ewers first and Archie Manning second.
Yeah, I saw Ewers on some draft boards. I think they'll probably stick
Is
with
Ewers a
him.
junior or a senior?
I think he's a senior now.
Okay, so
he's-
Archie Manning would have the last 2 years if he decides to stay at Texas, which kind of surprised me that he didn't leave after last year if he really thought he was going to get the starting nod this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll stay. I mean, I don't know.
It's tough to say.
It's hard to say with the Manning family. I would say if it was his brother and Peyton, he would stay. But, I mean, Eli obviously pulled some draft shenanigans on himself, so you never
Whose
really
kid
know.
is Archie?
It's the older brothers.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one that the irrelevant Manning brother.
The one that didn't make the NFL?
Which is actually not
he
true.
did make the NFL.
No, he got hurt. And
Oh, did he get hurt? I thought he did make it, but
So
like, he didn't.
I
make
don't
it
know
out of
when it
training camp.
happened, but he got hurt and couldn't play football anymore. I think he was a wide receiver, and I believe he was the best athlete of the family.
He probably was.
Yes.
according
Yes.
to Peyton. Yeah.
Yeah, he was better than all of them, but I thought he did make it to like training camp or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Manning family person. I know that.
I love Peyton. I do.
Well, I love
think
Peyton because
Manning's
he's a
fucking
fucking-
amazing.
No,
Not
I think
only-
he- I
not
think
only
he's
can he play
hilarious. I do
football, but
like
he's a
Peyton.
giant goofball.
Oh yeah, I like
Oh,
Peyton.
and
He's a
he
fucking
owns
giant
it.
goofball.
Fucking owns the
Absolutely.
shit out of it.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Hello.
the best.
One of the greatest skits ever. When he's throwing fucking footballs at those kids with the
Oh, yeah,
was it the
la-
Make a Wish Foundation
laser
or whatever.
beams at 10-year-olds,
Yes.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, you know, that's why I don't really like the rankings, is because you got a lot of turmoil and turnover, especially now with transfer portal and NIL and all that jazz going on.
Mormon said Manning looked
So-
great in the spring game, but I don't usually watch spring games because those really don't mean a whole lot to me. But that's besides
It's
the
just a
point.
scrimmage is all, but something.
But-
It's a data point.
But yeah, they use that. I mean, obviously it's 1 versus 1s. You can't get hit, so there's no like blitzing or anything like that. But you could definitely see what.
So does
You
how
see
many
arm strength, stuff like that.
how many coaching changes did we have in the top 10? Just 2, right?
Jesus.
Michigan and Alabama.
Alabama.
Because
Oregon
Kiffin's
have the
still at
same
Ole Miss.
coach?
Yep.
Oregon has the same coach. Everybody else has the same
change
coach,
there,
right?
No change.
Yeah, Alabama, Michigan, I believe is the only one.
So does that change your guys' thoughts and outcomes alike? Because I don't feel like Alabama's going to be the same Alabama team without.
I honestly think they might be better without Saban.
Really?
I think it might be kind of a,
Do you think
a
he,
Belichick
does that
issue
open
where
him up?
he's. Yeah, I think he was the old school. This is how we do it. And then
Did he hinder him?
Wasn't there a meme
Well,
about the new coach? It was like
I
I felt like I was in a funeral home or something, so I had to redecorate the office. He's like really got to bring him
Yes.
into the new.
Yeah.
century,
That's
because he was
yes.
Like, this place is
Yes,
old
it
and
was like
rusting."
old as shit. Yeah.
So I think that might be why Saban left, but I think he got out before he became Belichick. But I think
Correct.
I think it's the same.
Was he what's his face from? Was he Bud Kilmer? Was he Bud Kilmer? From
37
Varsity Blues?
district titles.
Walked out before the game, says
Yep.
"Screw you, I'm going home." Yeah, I don't think he got to that point, but I think he saw the writing on the wall with transfers and NIL and kind of what was going on with other things, and
He knew he couldn't.
and
compete
bowed
anymore.
out. Yeah.
it
I mean,
passed him by.
NIL is a bit ridiculous right now. Did you just speaking of
killing
which,
it.
and I don't know if you put this in one of the. Yes, you did. As
Yeah,
a
I
matter
did.
Of fact.
You
So-
know I did.
So the one of the articles that he brought forth, which I was going to bring
Which
this
is
up anyway.
insane.
I saw that
So,
on the other day. On
Oklahoma State has decided to put their QR codes on the back of the helmets so that when they make a good play, you can pause your TV, put your phone up there, and go, "Oh, I'm going to give that guy money," and then it
Yeah.
sends money straight to their NIL
it
stuff.
takes you right to their NIL
To their
link
general
where you,
fund
where
that
you,
they have,
where you
yeah.
can donate.
That's
money.
ridiculous. Like, no,
Yeah.
What are we doing here now?
absolutely not. Absolutely
Apparently,
not.
college football
Goddamn.
now requests tips along with the rest of the world.
Which is insane because when you think about who their number one booster is, it's fucking Pickens. Like we've got a fucking oil magnet there, and he's like, "Why don't you guys go ahead and get some money from the poor people for this football team?" Like, what
That's
the fuck
ridiculous,
are we
man.
doing?
I mean, like, I get it. Boone Pickens is Boone Pickens. I mean, he owns Oklahoma State, like, literally.
it's his. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's his college. But do we really need to go the QR code route? Like, we've talked about this before with the whole tipping thing that's going on in the United States.
Ooh, he's dying.
Do
Don't
we
die,
really
Jones.
need that for NIL stuff? Like, Avery Johnson.
I'm gonna have to smack him on the back.
You might have to. I'm gonna put my arm up. Lift your arm up. Okay.
I think I need to lick his hiney. He needs the hiney lick maneuver.
I have questions.
Jones bends over.
No, if you could only, if you would have only seen his face, he was like,
what?
What's weird is I'm like, I have questions, and before I finish that sentence, he's already bent over, like waiting for it. Like what just happened? I don't even. I guess when in Rome.
It's a new feature of the show.
if you're dying, just
Yeah.
bend over.
Also,
with guests, because
You-
I'm not.
yeah.
It
yeah,
only happens when there's guests on the show.
yeah, YouTube, Spotify, and Pornhub apparently.
No, we can't get that in Kansas. Remember? We
Oh,
talked
Yeah, it's
about
not in
that.
Kansas, man.
It's
We
not
had
in
a
Kansas anymore.
whole conversation about it, motherfuckers.
Sorry, I don't listen to this podcast.
Clearly.
I'm just
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
That's not
This
true.
shirt, I'm taking back.
That's not
I'm
true.
gonna make. I couldn't
not
stand him wearing a goddamn Bears shirt during the show, so I made him
I feel like
change.
it's more that it was Caleb Williams is really like stuck in your craw.
I hate that dude,
Your mom sticks in my craw.
bro. What if she's listening? So
Okay. So I almost died because I thought he was gonna die, and then I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. And then I'm like, I don't even know what it means.
okay, so just so everybody knows out there in TV land, this is legitimately how we act at the fucking bars around each other. This is you guys are. There's no censorship here whatsoever. Oh my god.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Sorry, I didn't.
We were
I didn't
talking about the NIL, the QR codes
yes,
with the NIL, and I was just getting ready to talk about how Avery Johnson got a fucking brand new Stingray edition of the C8 Corvettes in
Yeah, he
fucking
did.
purple.
You may have just.
And I'm
lost
not
half
mad
your
at him
viewers,
for
and I
that.
apologize.
But I'm like, bro, we don't need QR codes in the back of helmets. We just don't need
No,
that.
I mean
That's
I'm
too
all
far.
about like if a dealership wants to, give star players cars or whatever, that's fine. Like,
Yes.
do it out in the open. That's what we do now. We pay.
Yeah, I don't
people
have a
and
problem
it's-
with that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't love at all saying, hey, it's like putting out a fucking tip jar during the game. Did you like that play? Leave us a tip. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like I would agree.
it's like when you go to a store and they're like, "Hey, I just made your cheeseburger. Why don't you give me a 30% tip?" No.
Oh yeah, the shit defaults like 25% now. It's like 25, 35, 40.
Yeah, you don't
Who
get
the
you don't
fuck is
get
tipping that?
you don't get 15, 18 and 20 anymore. It's
No.
20, 25 and 30. I'm like, "Bro, no.
Fucking ridiculous.
Just no."
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they definitely need to be paid. I think. You know,
but where does that stop? Like, this is the thing that I always said when they were bringing in NIL stuff is, where does it stop? And you've already opened Pandora's box. You can't take away NIL deals.
No.
You can never take that away now, ever.
I think. So I heard that, and I won't name the source here. It was a sports TV show I was watching, but
Just
they,
name
you
it.
can say it.
Okay, yeah. So I was watching.
Right.
It's fine. So I was watching Fox Sports, and I think they said 60% viewership was up college football over last year,
That actually makes sense.
and I think NIL and I think transfer portal kind of help with that, and obviously conference realignment, which we'll probably get into here.
we're getting ready to get into that too.
You know, and I don't necessarily hate it, but I think the NIL would work better if you didn't have such an open transfer portal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To gear more towards, recruits as opposed to people transferring. But,
I
I mean, that's where it goes wild is you have someone, like, well, I can go to Oregon and get more money than I can here or whatever, you know what I mean? And they start, like, going all over the place, and that's where it becomes
The one thing
a
that
problem,
I
if
the
you
one
will.
thing that I do like though about the transfer portal and I don't know, call me weird about it, is I actually think the way they do the transfer portal now does need to be tweaked a little bit, but I actually think it helps level out the competition on things.
I do.
And
I
I
like
think
it.
NIL also does that a little bit. Like it can't fix it all the way,
No.
but like I think it actually works to some advantages to the lower schools.
But my biggest complaint about the portal is when you're available to transfer. Like, it needs to only be
Yes.
open, like, after bowl games.
Absolutely.
None of this before this.
Absolutely.
Like, you're with this team for the full season, even their postseason, and then you can move.
Like January 1st or whenever if you're
It have to be January 10th, after all bowl
or yeah,
games are
yeah,
done.
that'll work. Because I was gonna say, like, once all it's like the NFL. The NFL, you cannot have any transactions after a certain point outside of people getting cut. But it basically, the Super Bowl is when everything stops.
Yeah,
That's
then
the way it
opens,
needs to be
And
in
then you can
college
start
football.
talking to people. You can't
Yeah.
sign anybody yet, but at that point, then
Yeah.
we can open the conversation. Until then, stop. We're still in the season. We're not making any changes. I don't care if this team's not involved in the playoffs.
Right.
You're still not doing transactions. Stop. Don't like it. Not a fan.
Me
not
neither.
a fan.
I agree with you on that.
Agreed.
What's next, man?
Well, you've got me a couple articles on here. Betting locks to make for the 12-team playoff. Let's just roll into that.
Oh yeah, this is stuff I didn't agree with.
I like betting.
Ohio State to make the college football playoff looks like to be minus 650.
Which is a massive.
That is a
favorite,
massive
guys.
thing, considering they
That's a
could
lot.
have one of their, like, Howard could go down and one of their other quarterbacks could go down and it would fuck their entire season. Granted, most of the Power 4, because we are no longer at a Power 5, the Power 4 conferences should get at least two teams in each
Yes.
at a minimum. So that takes up 8 spots. So if whoever, in my opinion, whoever makes it to the conference championship games most likely will be in the college football playoffs. Unless a dark horse comes out of nowhere that's unranked, like Florida or like Duke was for a couple years in the ACC.
Yeah, and I'm going to give context to that too, because I know a lot of people listening don't bet. Go back up real quick.
Yep.
So when it says that they're minus 650 to make the playoff, what that means is you have to bet $650 to win $100.
Yeah.
And
And I'll
that's-
just I just threw that up on the screen.
That's what that means. So when you guys see that minus number, that means they're favored to do it. In this instance, by a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too high.
Yeah, I mean no, they're going to make it. Like, unless they go on a massive. If they lose 3 games, they won't make it. They can lose up to 2,
So,
and they'll still get in.
You're a Big Ten guy. How is the Big Ten set up this year? Is it 9 teams in 2 divisions, or is it?
So honestly, they did away with divisions.
So it's just top 18.
There
'cause
are no divisions in football.
They
anymore.
have the most teams out of everybody, or are them in the SEC?
I mean, it's probably pretty close. The Big Ten has 18 teams now, so there are no divisions. So
Okay.
it's basically just going to be the top 2 teams. I'm not 100% sure on tiebreakers there, but top 2 teams will make the championship, and that's how they'll move on.
I feel like that's goofy.
Yeah,
I don't
Maybe
love
maybe
how
it's just
this
me,
is
but
set
I
up
don't,
with
I
no
don't like
divisions.
that. Yeah, and I think the Big 12 is set up that way this year too, aren't they?
It is.
Until
And I
they get
was
their.
having a struggle. I was trying to find our tiebreaker rules.
Oh, dude, there's
I
like
couldn't
6 of them.
Find
There's
them.
like 6 different ones for tiebreaker rules, and it's stupid because you don't play. It's like the old Big 12 was when they first started, and you only played 3 out of the teams from the other division for the year, and then you'd switch, and the next year you play the other 3, and then you go back
Yeah.
and forth and all that shit.
Yeah, and I was looking.
So how many does the SEC have? Because I see you got to
They
pull
have
up.
16 teams.
So the Big 10 does have more teams than everybody else.
Yes,
okay.
they do. And we've got 14. And so the way they're all doing it, I believe, is that we're going with the top 2 winning percentages are who go to the championship game. And if you don't have the highest win percentage, then it goes to common opponents. But with this many teams and not a round robin, there's not going to be a whole lot of common opponents all the time.
See, almost.
So then you got to go to win percentage in the conference, and then you got to go to strength. Or sorry, after that it's
Strength of
strength of schedule. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, because it goes head-to-head matchup, common opponent, strength of schedule.
And then something, and I'm like,
Yeah,
this
then
is too
something
far.
else.
Like at that point, we're
And
just
then, like, how
flipping
many
coins to see
left-handers
who
they
goes
have
to
on
the fucking
team,
playoffs.
and then
Do you have a left-handed quarterback? Oh, you get a +1.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's random how we're doing this now.
Yeah, and I was looking at the football playoff too. That's what I was looking up. Yeah, so it's the 4 highest ranked conference championships will be selected 1 through 4, and they get a bye, and then 5 through 12 will be the next
So which
the next 7 highest ranked teams. So it's,
well, that's part of it. In order to get in the top 4 or 5, you have to be a conference championship.
yeah, you have to
winner.
be a
You
conference
have to win your
championship. Yep.
conference to be in the top 4.
right.
And so it's it's also the next 7 ranked teams.
But they're also
So
putting
it's
out.
no-
Well, they're also putting out, because I saw it today, is the Mountain West is going to be considered the 5th power conference.
It's fair. I'm okay with that.
Because I think it was on ESPN, or it was on one of the things this morning, they had Boise State as the number 5 because Boise State is projected to win the Mountain West this year.
Cool.
So they would be their number 5 because they're the next highest ranked conference, I guess, out of the top 4, which makes sense because the Mountain West basically has everybody else.
Are they going to roll in
Yeah.
Washington State and Oregon State?
No, they are staying as the Pac-12 because
now,
they
the two
own
of
the
them.
rights to it.
And they're like, we're just going to keep the name.
Yep. They're basically 2 independent teams, but they will end up playing each other. But obviously they can't have a conference championship because they have less than 10 teams because
Right.
that's the threshold, and we know that because of the Big 12 when we went down to 10 teams. But that's their threshold, but they're holding on to the rights of the Pac-12 because they think eventually
Shit's going to blow up.
yeah.
they're
And
like,
they're
we're gonna be
going
here
to
to
get the teams
pick
back
up the
because it's going to
pieces.
cost too much for travel, or somehow they're going to pull the Mountain West into the Pac-12 for naming rights.
That's what I would do.
I've heard that.
I mean, it makes sense. You've already got the bigger brand name.
Right.
Just roll the schools into it. Why not?
But at the same time, I mean,
Oregon's not coming back.
No.
USC's not coming back. None of them are coming
none
back.
of the 10 teams that left,
are ever coming
none
back.
of them are ever coming back. The only ones that I could potentially see coming back, maybe, would be possibly a Colorado and maybe Arizona or Arizona State. Those are the only 2 teams that I could see because of leaving the Big 12 because of political bullshit that always happens inside the Big 12. But the Big 12 now got rid of their 2 politically based fucking bullshit teams in Texas and Oklahoma, so we shouldn't have those problems.
Yeah, you
anymore.
got rid of
You
the 2
replaced
teams
it
that
with
were always
BYU and fucking
Well,
trying to
Colorado.
control everything.
Well, you also replaced it with Utah. BYU and
Utah's
Utah.
not that bad. BYU's the fucking
well,
pain in the
BYU
ass.
is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that already last
So
year
you got
with
rid
their
of BYU? I don't think I noticed that.
No, we didn't get rid of them. We
Oh, you
have
still
them.
got it?
Like
No,
we
we
just
still got 'em, but-
replaced
Oh,
Texas
gotcha.
with another
yeah.
Texas
Crybaby.
that doesn't have the value.
Yeah.
They're just a big fucking bitch. Is what they are.
And the only reason that BYU has the value that it is because it's Utah and they have a large market within.
They just have a religious base that
Yes.
follows their school.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think Texas and Oklahoma have been causing problems politically
Oh, they've been that.
for
Texas
years.
is the fucking problem.
Texas is the
For
whole
years.
reason why the Southwest, or was it the SWAC?
Yeah, I think it was Southwest.
Yeah, the Southwest Conference folded. They're the whole
Right.
reason why Rice,
Yeah.
TCU, Baylor, SMU, all those schools down in Texas, like they had to fucking they blew that conference up because they got too big for their britches, and everybody
Texas
was
is
like,
the
"Fuck
pain in
you,
the fucking
Texas."
Yeah,
ass.
And the Big Eight was like, "Oh,
We'll take you.
Texas, we'll take you guys."
Yeah, and this is coming from
Like,
a fan, not
no.
from someone that has any inside knowledge. But I really think Texas is one of the reasons Nebraska was moving too.
That's the whole
100%,
reason why they
yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I think they were just kind of tired.
Them
of,
in Colorado,
shit.
of
when-
them, and
yeah.
we're like, oh, I
Yeah.
can just go make more money over here. Okay, see you later, bye.
Bye.
Them, Colorado, and who's the? Was there two other ones that left before we
Missouri.
got? And Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which still doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's I agree. I don't.
Oh, and Texas
I think
A&M, but
once-
now Texas A&M has to deal with Texas again anyway. In the
Yeah, fucking deal with that,
SEC.
bitches.
Yeah, but I mean, back to your thing, like Oregon,
Not coming
USC for sure.
Not coming
I mean,
back.
they're going to see the money that's in the Big Ten with all the
Absolutely.
TV and everything
Absolutely.
else. They're going to be just fine.
I
And
kinda
that's
feel like
that's
they
not
fit
gonna
there
hurt
too.
anybody.
Like, don't you feel like
I
USC
actually think
fits in the Big
USC,
Ten?
UCLA, Oregon not so much. I actually think Oregon would actually fit better in the Big 12. Just my personal opinion, just because of their style of football play.
Stadium size too.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like USC, UCLA, I think those schools actually belong in the Big Ten.
Yeah, looking at it from other sports, I think all four of those teams have a pretty decent volleyball program, and Big Ten is also very, very good.
Although I'm not sure why
Yeah.
they. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me out of all of those programs going to the Big Ten is softball. I know we're not here to talk about softball and all that kind of stuff, but we're
Yeah.
talking about conference realignment,
Which is a big thing right now.
which is a big thing.
Yeah.
The one sport that doesn't make any sense is softball, because pretty much the Pac-12 dominated softball for so long until the SEC got their little hands in the mix, and then Oklahoma and
Yeah. But yeah, I would
Yeah.
say with volleyball, even with football, and they're obviously not terrible at basketball. I think all four of those schools have. Or Oregon can be good. USC and Washington have been down a little bit. UCLA has been down, but I mean, obviously, historically. So I think that
Washington's
they're
another
fit in,
team that I don't think belongs in the Big Ten either.
But
Their style is more.
I think they'll be fine. But they got a new coach, so who knows what
True.
they're going to do.
I still don't understand why Oregon State and is it Oregon State and Washington State that are the holdouts?
Well, they weren't holdouts. They just didn't get invited to the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense to me.
They were like, we want everybody but you.
Because
Go
I feel
fuck
like
yourself.
the Big 12 should have been like, we'll take you. I mean,
I don't know. That is pretty far up in the northeast corner. We
Yeah,
were like,
I mean,
we don't
there's
want any
not-
part
but
of
we
that.
go to West Virginia, it's just as far, and we go to UCF.
Yeah, but Florida's way nicer.
Well, Florida's
than-
different. Yeah, well, I get that, but I mean,
But when you add UCF though, you're adding an Orlando fan base. In West Virginia, at least you get the whole state. Like Oregon State and Washington State, you're getting half the state.
If
and,
that.
and a lot of them would agree that it's probably the lesser of the two.
that's probably true. That's true. I'll give you that.
So
I'll
that's
give you
why
that.
Big Ten took Rutgers. I don't think that
Rutgers is
Yeah.
so trash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Rutgers
it's like
is
Vanderbilt
really-
in the SEC. Every school, every conference has that one school
Yeah.
where you're just like,
But you take Rutgers because it's in the New York Metro.
why are
Right,
you in
you
those
want those
schools?
eyes.
Yeah, you get everyone in New York City to have
Well,
the Big Ten network.
It's the same reason why Colorado went to the Pac-12 and then came back to the Big 12. It's the Boulder market's actually pretty big because you can incorporate Denver out of it. Nobody gives a shit about Colorado State.
They really don't.
If they did, I mean, like that whole rivalry last year between, which we can talk about Colorado here in just a minute if you want. That game against, because I think we talked about that game last year at some point in time with Colorado versus Colorado State. It was supposed to be the hypest game in the world, and then it turned out to be a giant fucking shit show that entire game.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's because Colorado State's garbage.
Well, it's because fucking Colorado's garbage. I mean, if we really want to get into that mess, and I'm here for it, because Deion Sanders as a coach is fucking trash, and the shit that he's doing out there I don't feel like is appropriate. But
But before we move on from conference realignment, I do want to ask you a question.
sure,
Do you think we're getting UConn? Do you think it's going to happen?
So I did see that earlier, and
That broke out.
I
last
think
night.
the only reason that we get them is for basketball, and I don't think we're ready to expand basketball yet because basketball is a back of the stovetop thing, even though the Big 12 is the best basketball conference in the game.
That's his whole point.
Yeah.
Yormark, the director, I guess we'll call him, commissioner of the Big 12.
Does UConn even have a football team?
They do, but they wouldn't come over till 2031. I read the article on that.
Because
They're
they
gonna
don't
give them a
wanna-
runway. They need to build their
The
program and the money
Are they in the
before they can come
AAC?
over. I don't even know where they are
So
football-wise.
I believe they just became FBS not long ago because they used to be the old 1AA or FCS.
Okay, yeah, it says UConn would join in all sports, but football would have a runway before full membership in 2031.
Yeah.
So that actually does make a lot of sense because then they would actually become your Rutgers or your Vanderbilt temporarily
Well, yeah,
until they
football,
could build their
yeah.
program.
Gives you the Northeast.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, think about the power. I know this is a college football preview, but that would be the premier basketball conference.
Oh, it
in-
would be
in
like
college.
the ACC was back in the late
It'd
90s.
be bigger than the fucking Big East
Yeah.
was. And
Oh,
those were
absolutely.
massive schools for
Well,
basketball.
and UConn used to be part of the Big East.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
If they're
yeah,
not still there.
I think they're still in the Big East.
They are.
I don't have a problem with UConn coming in, but I think if UConn comes in, we have to have somebody else come in with them.
Well, if they,
This actually, I'm going to say this because I've always been a proponent of this. I feel like if we bring UConn in, we need to go poach Boise State. Boise State doesn't have the best basketball program in the world, but UConn does, and Boise State could supplement that until because Boise State has a good football program. They could supplement that until the time being of 2031, and they both would build their programs further with more money.
True.
I mean, I think when you look at realignment, I think a lot of times you're looking at money, fan base,
Oh, it's all money based.
eyes.
TV
I just,
Absolutely.
I just,
Yeah.
other than basketball, I mean, what does UConn offer?
That's it. That's what they
Nothing.
have is basketball. That's 100% the
It's
draw.
solely
And
to
obviously,
get
I
basketball here.
don't follow them by any means. But I mean, as far as like
Well, I mean-
baseball, softball, volleyball,
I mean, you have the first.
football, track, you name it. I mean, are they good at anything? Do
They're
they
good
do-
at basketball, and that's actually what big. For so long, outside of what two teams in the Big 12 football conference, nobody gave a shit except about Oklahoma, Texas, and Oklahoma State. Those are the only ones that everybody ever gave a shit about. Baylor for a couple years.
How do you feel about that?
It depends on what year we're talking about, whether or not I disagree.
Okay, so large majority, except for like maybe
For the whole
5
Big
years.
8 tenure, the Big 8 it was all about, like, before we got to Big 12. Like,
Yeah, Big 8 was basketball. There was nothing
That's
else
it.
other than basketball.
Period.
You had because Oklahoma dominated
even
the,
for
the Big
K-State.
8. Absolutely.
Like, it was all basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when did
It
Snyder
was.
get there? In like '93?
Did he just say Oklahoma dominated the Big 8?
Yeah, I did. Because fucking
I have-
nobody cares about Nebraska and fucking.
I would
Tommy Snow and
like to chime in.
Nobody gives a shit about Scott
Yeah,
Frost.
the 90s
Okay.
did have some stuff going on. Or I guess that would have been the late 80s into the 90s when
Yeah, it was early
they were
90s.
doing their
When did Snyder get to K State? Was it
89.
'89? Okay.
Or 88 technically, first season 89, I believe.
And he didn't really grow that program until what, '94?
Oh no, they got it on 89 was good, and then 90 they were in a bowl game. Went to the Copper Bowl.
Okay, all right. But they didn't.
They didn't
Their
get
first
to,
Big 12 championship appearance wasn't until '98, right?
right. They didn't beat
against
Nebraska for the
Slocum.
first time
And
until
for those of you scoring at home, Nebraska has 41 Big 8 conference titles. Oklahoma has 30.
How many SEC titles or how many Big 10 titles do they have?
that'd be 0.
Same amount as Oklahoma.
Maybe
I'd
they
have
shouldn't
to
have
look that
left.
up.
They have
Maybe
the
they shouldn't have
same
left.
amount as Oklahoma.
Maybe they shouldn't have left.
Yeah, why'd they
but
leave?
They're not. But Oklahoma's possibly going to get an SEC championship
But
in
we're-
the next 5 years.
Not true.
No.
Not true.
It's
I'll
not.
I'll place that bet right now on
Yeah, I
here.
probably would too.
5 years. So
5
this
years.
year counts. This year counts.
Yeah.
And then you got 4 more seasons.
Yeah, I would
I
probably.
guarantee you, Oklahoma's
So
not
would
winning.
also-
they,
I would
they
also-
won't have
Fuck it,
they
I
won't have an
guarantee
they
you.
won't have an SEC championship by 2030.
In football?
Yeah.
We're talking about football, right?
2029, because that'd be 5. They got this season and 4 more.
So
Gentleman's
before
agreement?
2030,
The
it
normal
would be,
bet?
It
Yeah,
would be
before
before
the
2030.
normal bet.
Yeah, we need to get our fucking dollar bill up there.
All right.
Unless
All right.
Unless what?
unless
Just go ahead and say it.
unless Athens, Georgia blows up, and
Tuscaloosa
And
is
Baton
wiped off the
Rouge.
face of the
Yeah.
earth.
all I will say about this is, you know how much I do love Georgia. I'm a fan of Georgia football. Did they win the national championship last year?
No, they did.
No, they did not.
They
No.
did not.
but I just
Did
I
they
think
win the
there's too much-
SEC championship
I
last
think
year?
there's too much for Oklahoma to get through. To get
No,
to
they
the
did not.
championship.
I just don't see.
Did they make the
Oklahoma doing
playoffs
it.
last year?
Yeah, I don't either.
No, they did not.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I just don't see Oklahoma doing it. I definitely don't see Texas doing it. But I've been
Texas is going to get shit on because they're going to cry the whole time.
I've been wrong before. Yeah.
I'm so happy. I am so happy that Texas finally went to the SEC. I'm not even mad about them leaving.
Oh no, I'm not.
I was a little heartbroken
I'm
about
more-
Oklahoma.
I'm more
but
upset about Oklahoma
not
than I am about
Texas.
Texas. Now Texas can go fucking jump off a fucking short pier. They can take a long walk off a short pier. Fuck them.
Oklahoma
I'm tired of
belongs
them.
here.
Yeah,
they really do.
In my opinion,
And so does Nebraska. But
in
you
my
guys
opinion,
fucked that up.
Nebraska, Missouri, Oklahoma.
I blame Texas. I've already blamed him.
Yeah, you
Fair.
did blame them.
I mean, I do kind of blame Texas too.
Yeah.
Texas tried to break up the Big 12.
They did.
They
were
legitimately
successful.
tried to fucking
Well,
break it
they
up.
were trying. That's when they got their own network, and they were trying to like leave. And I think everyone else was like, "Well, Texas is a big whiny baby, and this is all starting to break up and fall apart." They're like, "Fuck it, we're out now," and they just went.
Well, they saw the opportunity, and the Big Ten they accepted Big Nebraska with open arms because they're like, you have a rich football history.
We'll take it.
We didn't realize that when you came into the Big Ten that you were going to piss down your leg for fucking 10 years, but that's okay.
No,
offense.
but the thing.
Because how long has Nebraska been in the Big Ten? Is it 10 years now?
Well, I think it's been more than 10 years.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to.
I don't know.
I'd
I'm
have
just
to.
asking.
No, I'd have to do math, and math is hard. But yeah, I think words are also hard. Sometimes.
are hard, guys.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Words and
Yeah,
math.
and you know, obviously this is coming from a Nebraska fan, but I think Nebraska offers more than football. But I think because of their nationwide fan base, because what they had,
True.
they bring that to the Big Ten.
Well,
But
Nebraska
they
Nebraska
offer-
has baseball. They had
Yeah, baseball's pretty
volleyball.
good. Softball's not the worst. They're pretty decent at track. Now, obviously, some of these sports aren't obviously revenue drivers like football, but
Yeah.
you know they bring.
So it's been
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been
15 years.
yeah,
so
I was
this is
gonna say
their
it's been,
15th year in the Big Ten, or 14th year in the
They
Big Ten.
officially became a member July 1st, 2011, and then from there on.
Okay, so we're at 14 years basically.
Yeah,
It's a long
13
time.
years. That is a long time. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
no.
But
Yeah.
how many head coaches have you guys gone through?
He's lost count. Wait, you can take off your shoes if you need to. Go
More
ahead.
than we needed.
If you need your toes along with your
more
fingers
than
to
we
count
need
them
my
all.
too. You want foot?
More than we needed. 2010. Pliny was the coach in 2010.
Bo Pelini.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good
Pelini
one.
was a
what,
great
it
one.
It was Callahan,
Garbage.
Wasn't Frost in there too?
Riley,
Frost was in
Riley
there for
Frost,
2
and
years.
now Rule.
So you've only had 4 coaches. That's
Think
not
am I
terrible.
missing anyone? I don't think I'm.
Every 2 years or so, they like to switch.
Well, yeah,
up their
when
coach.
when they don't give that fucking coach time to do anything with their
Oh
program,
no, I'm
they're
sorry.
like
Callahan. Sorry, Callahan.
Callahan was there for like 3
Callahan
years, I
was
feel like.
before
3 or
Pelini,
4 years.
So that was
yeah.
that was my fault.
No, that's all right because he went there before.
So it was Pelini.
He was there
it
after the
Pelini-
Raiders.
Yeah, so it was Pelini, Riley, Frost,
Rule.
Rule.
Wow, that's the murderer's row of coaching.
Actually, I still have high hopes for Rule. I stuck it for him last year. I think he's
think-
going to turn things around.
So
Just not there yet.
Rule's a good coach. He just he fucks his people
seems-
over. I feel like
He seems to be more. I don't know. He seems to be more of a college coach than maybe an NFL coach. Watching his videos, he seems to understand.
he does understand the college game
He
better.
I
I'll give
think.
him
Well, I
that.
think he understands boosters, fan base.
Well, yeah,
I think he understands
absolutely.
college kids versus.
Paying them before NIL existed, shit like that. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he did pick up a Baylor program that was going through Title IX shit left and right, and I don't know, they almost won the Big 12, so he's not a bad coach. I think his character is questionable, but, that's just my lonely opinion.
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, the team seems to be more unified than they have before. I think they've
Are you guys
got-
ever going to go
they've
back to the
gotten
black
in.
shirt defense stuff, or is that just gone and out the window?
I mean, they talk about it every year, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't ever
thing.
stick. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if
because
they
Rule
still
is
do.
not a defensive-minded coach. He's solely offense. Like,
He's a good offensive
he's
coach.
fucking Mike Leach.
He's-
Mike Leach-ish.
So the I mean,
And
so
that's
the
high
black
praise coming
shirts
from
was
me.
always
Fuck yeah.
the black shirts was just something that the first team defense wore. That was just the color of uniforms in practice, and so that's where they got the name. So it was just the
But it
first team
stuck
defense.
because they were good on defense.
Correct. Matt Rule does, and you can quote me if I'm wrong here because I don't know.
Oh,
if
we're
I-
going to. We'll
yeah,
fact check
I'm
the
not
fuck
sure.
out of you, Donald
But
Trump.
they do single numbers. So yes,
What does that mean?
So your uniform number, like
Oh,
like
so like
single
you're a
digits,
2,
like
a 3,
one,
a
yeah,
4.
like 1 through 9 are essentially your leaders. And I don't know how
Oh,
many.
So like soccer style.
Yeah, and I don't know how
Okay.
many numbers he does, but essentially the single digits on Nebraska are the ones he is identified as.
So does Raiola wear a
So he
single
doesn't.
digit?
Yeah, he wears 15. I don't know if he's going to, but
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he will eventually or
because
not. but-
you know who Raiola is, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
not
if he
trying to be a
will
dick
now.
or
No,
anything. Just like
no.
he's one of those
No.
people that
So,
kind of
yeah.
flew under the radar for a little while.
Yeah. So, there are.
So let's jump into that real quick because we actually all three on this panel really like 3 different schools, 2 in the same conference. But how do you see Nebraska faring this year?
So I think they'll be better than last year.
Okay, but what does that
Uh,
mean?
Yeah. No. I mean, that's a good question.
I know it's a good question. I asked.
Well, yeah. It's
Hello?
True. Yeah, it's true. You do. Ask,
I do interviews.
You do
okay,
ask a good question.
you know.
Do you?
Jesus Christ.
know what I'm talking about, guys.
Thanks for watching the show to this point.
Yeah.
It's been great.
It's my
guys.
show. I do the questions.
I do that. Hey guys.
Yeah, so I was gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up here the over under on wins because that.
You didn't write that down on your paper?
I didn't.
Why
I
didn't you
didn't.
write this down on your paper? What is wrong with you?
No, I didn't look at
'Cause I
betting
only-
over under either.
'cause
I
I
actually-
only
either.
have.
I'm just talking shit.
I only
didn't
have to things. I do
Well, I
things
looked at it.
halfway.
Actually, I did look at K-State earlier because I was going to place a bet.
because aren't they
get in there?
K-State's projected to win what 11?
Yeah, it was something very high for me. It was like 9.5, and I'm like, oh, I don't love that 9.5. I'm
So,
out.
Because KU is projected, I think 9 or 9.5, something like that.
yeah, I'm looking it up real quick because there was more to this. So Kansas is at 8 even right now.
8 even. Okay, which that's not terrible for them because
Shit, no, I'd hit
if we
that
wanna-
over.
I would say
probably-
if we want to
I
if
probably would too.
Yeah.
if Jalen Daniels stays healthy, they will win 8 games easily.
Do they have Reesing still, the backup, or is he gone?
No, he's still there. The walk-on kid.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
guys
he's
at
still there.
home, if you're at home and you can get to bet right now on DraftKings.
No, you're talking
whatever.
about Ballard. Cole Ballard is their backup.
That's it.
Cole, the walk-on from last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Racing was like
Yeah.
20 years ago.
No, who was the guy last year?
It was Ballard. You're talking about Bean. Are you talking about Bean?
It was
No.
Bean.
So
That's what it
so
was.
I actually cannot
That's what I
wait.
was talking
I
about.
cannot wait until we talk about the NFL because Jason Bean was throwing darts, being fucking money behind Richardson at Indiana. If they decide to go the cheap route and not pay Old Man River that was with the Browns last year,
Flacco's on the team.
Flacco.
He's on the team.
well,
He's going to be on the team.
well.
He's there to be a mentor
Well,
to Richardson. Period.
Hopefully that's what it is. But if they
It's 100%
want to
what he's
save
there for.
money,
How do we
you go as Bean as your backup and you let him roll. Because that dude looked fucking fire in preseason. But
But he was also playing against like third string players.
it doesn't matter.
So Nebraska is 7.5 right now. Minus.
I feel like that's a lot. That's pretty high for
So
them
it's
this year.
minus 125 and it's plus 105 for under. So they obviously
really
he-
think they're gonna
they
hit
think he's
over.
gonna go over.
Let me pull up their schedule. 'cause
Yeah,
I, don't know who
I
they're
mean,
playing.
I would think 9 wins would be good. I think winning record for sure would be my.
Well, let's see. Let's because we'll do it for all 3
Yeah,
teams
roll
real
through
quick.
it.
Nebraska's first game is against UTEP, which I don't think they will lose that game.
That's
I
a
would
Nebraska
say, I would
win.
say 1-0.
Colorado
either way.
could be a toss-up
No,
depending on.
I'm giving that to Nebraska.
Well, I will too,
Well,
but
either way, let's say 1-1,
they should beat Northern Iowa.
2-1. I think they beat Illinois, Purdue, and Rutgers.
Ooh, I don't know about Purdue. That's at Purdue. That's their first away game.
For Indiana.
Indiana, they should win. Rutgers, they should win. They're going to get blown out by Ohio State. No
Oh,
offense.
yeah.
UCLA
But-
is going to trash
But
them.
realistically,
So
yeah, I mean, realistically, they have a shot to go 7-0. Is it
Yeah.
is it going to happen?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably go 6-1, 5-2.
I would say 5-2, just because they
Yeah.
may get tripped up in a
But-
trap game. But I think
Yeah, but I
Purdue's
mean,
their first
realistically,
loss.
they could be 7-0 going into Ohio State,
and probably ranked in the top 20.
and then you
At that
and then
point.
you have UCLA, which
That-
I don't know much about UCLA.
They'll lose that game.
And then USC.
They'll
then
probably
you got
lose that game.
Wisconsin.
I think they can beat Iowa this year because
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Iowa can't score points.
I was gonna say the team with no offense,
I don't
yet
know.
but they average
I
like
don't
10
know.
wins a year. I
Yeah.
don't understand how that's possible. How do you average like 9 wins a season
not quite
with
sure
no
on that
fucking
either.
offense?
Yeah, so I think the over is there. I can see the over,
So
but
one,
whether they do it or not, I think second year head coach, a lot of turnover still, adding a lot of players. Because right now, I think their 3 starting wide receivers are all new.
did they have a lot of transfers in or out?
A lot of them didn't. I think they had the fewest transfers out of any Big Ten school.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
But they
Okay.
got a true freshman quarterback, second year head coach. I think a winning record would make me happy. I've tried to lower my expectations
He's bringing it down quite a bit.
over the last few years, but yeah, I mean, I think they're there, but it's you got a new schedule, new travel stuff, lots of stuff going on in the Big Ten, so. I think Nebraska's not the only one. What did I write down? 14 new quarterbacks of the 18 teams.
Yeah. I mean,
in the Big Ten.
that's a lot, and 11 of them
And
are
I think,
transfers.
and I think there's 4 or 5 new head coaches.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's a
we'll
lot.
see. Yeah,
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
We'll see.
It's the I feel like the Big Ten, even though because they added 4 schools, right? Yeah, they added
Yep.
4 schools. I feel like they're the most toss up right now, just because of like 14 brand new quarterbacks per program. That you don't really know what you're getting. Like, you kind of know what Ohio State's going to get. You know what kind of offense Day runs. You know what you're getting in Will Howard. Will Howard is, I won't say he's a prototype, but he's similar to what they've had in the past.
He's a straight up pocket passer. Like 100%. He's going. Yes, he will run
He
sometimes.
He can
but
scramble well,
He's a pocket
but he's not
passer
like
is where
he's not a
the
run and
best.
gun quarterback. He is a stay in the pocket, move his. He's fast enough to
He's
move.
kind
his
of like
feet
a
when he
young
needs to.
Brady, where he will
so
move
he's-
around in the
so
pocket
he's
to
not-
get away,
yes.
and then if he has
Yes.
to go, he
He is
will. But that's
shifty
not what he's
outside the
looking to
pocket.
do.
Right.
So he's not Justin Fields or
No,
No,
CJ
God,
Stroud.
no.
he is not.
God,
he is
no.
not that kind
No.
of quarterback at
No,
all. Exactly.
He's more like. I feel bad that I don't know his name, but he died when he got hit by the car. A big dude, like a few years ago, that came in like halfway during the season when either Stroud or Fields got hurt, and they got drafted by the Bengals. Cannot remember what his name is.
How is this not in my memory at
You know who I'm
all?
talking- you don't know who I'm talking
I do not
about?
know what we're talking
No, he played
about.
for Washington. He got drafted by Washington. God dang it, I cannot think of his name off the top of my head, but he unfortunately passed away in the offseason when he got hit by a car. Oh God, why can I not think of his name?
I might know what he's talking about.
I'm trying to think of Ohio State quarterbacks, and I'm like, was it an Ohio State quarterback?
Yeah, he was number 13, if I'm not mistaken. Damn it, why it doesn't really matter, but he's more of his style where he could run when he needed to.
Oh.
What's his name?
Haskins.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Haskins. Thank you. Yes.
Now that makes sense, and I'm like, what are we talking
Yeah. No. Sorry.
about?
I could not.
I was like, as soon as I hear the name,
Yeah.
I got it.
But
Yeah, that guy. I know
would you
him.
not agree with me that Haskins was a big boy?
I do remember that.
He was a big boy, but he could throw the ball like nobody's business. And when he ran like a freight train. But when he didn't have to run, he was better.
Yeah, Will Howard is not a freight train.
No.
but he is.
But he's
able to get
he
away.
Can throw dimes.
Oh, he
can throw
fucking
dimes
throw
like
the
there's
ball
nobody's business.
all over the field. I am not worried about him there at all.
No, not at all. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. So then, where do you see Nebraska finishing? And do they make a bowl game?
I mean,
You can
if
do
the-
two. You can do where I want them to finish. Like obviously we know
We
you want
obviously
them
know
to
you
win
want,
it,
like,
but,
realistically speaking, where do you see them finishing in the Big
you
Ten
can give us
this
a
year?
ceiling and a floor if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, so I think if they're in that 8 to 9 wins, I would be. I don't know if I'd.
Does
say,
that meet your expectations?
I don't
for
know if
them?
I don't know if I'd say ecstatic. I think if they win. If they win,
And-
if they win half their games and go to a bowl game, like 7-5, whatever that is.
And you're talking to a Kansas fan
Yeah.
who knows all about the strives of fucking football.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know I don't know if they have 12 games or more, but like a 7-5 range, like a 8-4.
Make a bowl game.
Yeah,
again.
I would be happy.
When was the last time you guys
But-
went to a bowl game?
It's been a few years.
Well, no, I'm being serious.
No, it's been a few
I'm
years.
not
It-
trying to be a
it
dick.
hurts
His
me.
response was great. He's like, it's been a few
I'm not
years.
trying to be a
hurts.
dick.
It hurts.
But
His voice lowered
It
an
hurts.
octave, and he's like, it's been a while.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, you know,
I want everyone some background here.
spill,
I am a
spill the beans.
diehard Chicago Cubs fan.
Yeah, I know.
Nebraska-
You spent like 103 years between
Nebraska
between World
and
Series
Chicago
appearances.
Bears. I do not have a very good sports life since I've turned like 15. Okay, I think
true.
after 15, other than the year 2016, I have
I
been
was like,
pretty
20,
much.
2015 was pretty good for you.
Yeah,
16.
2015 they made the playoffs. 2016 we won the World Series.
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
mean,
Yeah.
but
Well, you got them damn Cardinals and the Brewers
that
and
can
everybody
only-
else in your
that can
division
only
that just
carry me
owns
so
you.
long. It hurts. It hurts. Sports.
It does hurt.
Sports are also hard, like words and math.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sometimes sports are the worst. They're way
just-
harder than words and math.
yeah. So
Way harder.
I mean, at this point, it's only second year. I want to see things move in the right direction.
Okay.
And I think if they have a winning record, they make a bowl game. As long as they continue to get better. So,
So-
if they win 6 or 7, as long as they win 7 or 8 next year and continue
So-
to progress, then I would be happy.
But okay, would you be disappointed if you had a stretch where they were winning 8 to 9 games a year and that was where they were stuck at, and like they were at like 4th or 5th in the Big Ten?
No, because so that takes me back to Bo Pelini, and I really wasn't upset with that. What upset me is how they would lose, because they would be like 9-3, but those 3 games they would lose by like 30, and it's like,
Or like-
and it's like everyone just gave up.
Or like under Callahan when they lost by 63?
Yeah. And that's what would bother me is like I feel like when they would lose,
I did that.
it wouldn't.
I did that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be. But it wouldn't just be like a field goal or they lost by like 10 points.
No, it's blowout games.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
you could visibly see
Yeah.
People
Nebraska
stop
just
trying.
give up.
They're just not
Yeah.
trying anymore.
I got
and
you.
that's what bothered me personally.
I get that. No, I totally
Like if they
get that.
won,
yeah.
if they won 10 games every year, I'm not upset with that. But it's you can't have a team quit on you when you're losing, and I think that's
fair.
That,
No, I'm-
that
yeah.
along with how he was personally, like how he was towards the media, towards boosters, I think is the reason that he got let go. But
Wait, which one?
Pelini.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, no, Callahan was awful, but Pelini.
Pelini was actually winning games.
Yeah,
he
he was
just
just-
wasn't getting.
yeah, he was
as
just
far as
brash,
people
you know,
thought.
he
so
just didn't have
let me
the-
ask you this. I'm gonna go back a couple years. Why did they not let Frost cook? Did he just lose the entire university that quick?
I think so.
trash.
I
He was
think
straight
so.
Well, I mean,
trash.
look what he did with
So-
Central Florida, and then like because he couldn't
Yeah.
produce that like immediately, they got rid of him.
So I'm gonna tell a story.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know the whole story.
Hang on, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is story time.
Oh, yeah.
Story time.
And I could be wrong on some of this. And
Don't quote him on this, folks.
Yeah, I'm giving you
Don't quote
the. I'm giving you the.
Are we
It's
getting
okay.
a Reader's Digest
we're,
version?
We're in a bar and
We're
we're
in a
having
safe
bar
space.
talk right now. Okay.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not-
Well, then I'll make.
you are not the
We're
Big
not
Ten
spreading
Nebraska
disinformation.
insider.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
we're
so
not
shit's getting
spreading.
made up. All right, here it goes.
I'll flash a disclaimer up on screen.
This mofo knows nothing.
This is bullshit.
He's dumb.
Ignore everything beyond this.
He
moment.
dumb.
We
Okay.
should put the kid on there. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So Dylan Raiola is a 5-star quarterback. His uncle, Dominic Raiola,
Where do I know that name from?
so he played for the Lions. He was a second-round pick. He was a Remington Award winner, offensive lineman.
Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay, that's his uncle,
that is his
not
uncle.
his dad. His
Nope,
uncle.
Nope. Yep. That's
Okay.
his uncle.
Okay. I'm listening.
Nope. I lied. That's his dad.
Is that really his dad?
Yeah, I was like, shit, I got that wrong. Sorry, his dad is Dominic. His uncle coaches at the university.
Okay. All right.
So his uncle's an assistant coach. Sorry.
So that's how they got him
I
there.
spun that wrong.
All
Okay.
right.
So, but under Frost, he was undecided, and it's my understanding that I think they went out and they saw Dylan and Dominic and did some stuff. But then Frost and the other coaches afterwards went out to like a restaurant and got hammered. And I think he actually missed the visit the next morning. Frost did not show up to the visit because he was hungover
Interesting.
and there was some other things going on. And that's why Dylan ended up committing somewhere else.
He was a little red-faced all the time.
But once they got rid
Shit
of
happens.
him, once he,
It's because you've seen those red Nebraska hot dogs, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck those goddamn things are, and drink it.
Yeah, can you explain
What are
those?
those,
Yeah,
by the
can
way?
you
Look at
explain
the
those
side
for a
note
minute?
real
Yeah,
quick.
we're
We
gonna go off on a
tangents real
tangent.
quick, yeah.
What
I
the
need to talk
fuck
about
are
these
red
red
hot dogs?
fucking
What is
hot
this
dog
red hot
things.
dog bullshit in Nebraska?
Okay. Anyway, back to Raiola. So, I'm old. I forget shit.
mark
I
it
can't get sidetracked. Bookmark that.
Mark it somewhere.
Bookmark that. Bookmark that.
That's a short right there.
We're coming back to it. We're coming back to it.
Quit interrupting my fucking lies here.
I'm actually putting that in there.
Yeah, quit interrupting my lies. Okay. But I think when they brought Rule back, I think Rule made it a point to go down and see him, let him know that we were interested, and he ended up coming to Nebraska. And
So he revisited.
I do, and I
appropriately.
think
Okay.
that if Frost was there, they would not have gotten him. And I think I think the writing was on the wall. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if he got to a place where he was just.
Who else was Raiola looking at? Do you know?
He was committed to Georgia, I believe.
Georgia. That's right. He flipped. Was he the kid that like was committed to Alabama and then Florida and then like Georgia and then somebody else? Like he committed like 14 times, or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think you're thinking of someone else, but
Okay.
he
All right.
lived in Arizona and then he transferred to a school in Georgia for like his senior year and played football there, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
okay.
but still, I think I don't know if with Frost, I don't know if he just had like a comfort level where he was just back in Nebraska.
He thought,
you know what I mean?
He thought it was
could just-
92 again.
Yeah,
and-
he thought
or
he could just maybe like
When in 90
glide and
when in
it
92?
didn't really work.
Fuck if I know.
97.
97.
is the year.
96, 97, somewhere
Yeah,
around
so
there?
97.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
they
right.
beat Peyton Manning with the
Yes, that's right.
with the Volunteers.
Yes.
Oh wait, is that
Okay.
the famous picture
Yes.
that I always sent you with the head backwards? I think it is. I think
Yes,
it was
it is.
Frost.
No, no, it wasn't
What-
Frost. It was the one after.
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again.
He's the one that went pro with the Lions as a defensive back. Shit, what is his name? Fuck. Because that was against Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, with the helmet around backwards.
no. It's,
Oh, that's Frost. That's Crouch.
Crouch, that's
Crouch,
it. It was Eric
that's what it
Crouch.
was.
Yeah, he went pro
Yeah,
with the
yeah, that
Lions.
wasn't a face mask. Yeah.
No.
No, not at all.
Jigs.
My favorite.
Like, how much more visual evidence do you need? So I get that you miss things, but I mean, there's like
But
8
that one's
people
pretty
watching the
fucking
quarterback.
blatant.
Yeah,
like
what do you
we
miss? Okay.
all saw that
Okay.
in real time.
All right. Anyway. Okay,
Hang
so
on.
that's
So you got to
on,
pull it up
hang
real
on,
quick
I have
because
to- I
everybody's
have
got to know what the
I
hell
have
I'm
to- I
talking
have to
about.
show- I
All
have to
three
show
of
them.
us know what
Yeah.
we're talking about, but
Okay.
they don't.
Hang on.
dang.
Yeah, it's fun to look back.
This
It's
was
fun to reminisce.
not a face mask, by the way.
Yeah, they did not call this a penalty at all, and he
Perfect
had to
no
like
call.
he had to have help taking
perfect-
his helmet off.
Perfect no call. Perfect no
So,
call. Well done by the referees there.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sorry. Anyway, and we're back.
I mean,
Can we get back?
I'm
on
getting triggered today. like
You really thought
Wait,
this
that's
college
like-
football
wait,
conversation
hey,
was going
wait.
to make you
that's
happy?
like the 10th
Wait.
jab in the ribs that I've gotten in the last like 20 minutes.
Wait.
This is awful.
I'm still waiting on these red hot dogs. What are we doing with these red hot dogs?
yeah, get on
Okay.
so we can talk about red hot
Yeah,
dogs.
I need to know about red hot
This is
dogs.
I'm
Back
actually,
number 40,
I'm
we
actually
want red
getting
hot
ready.
dogs.
I'm getting
Where's
ready
the,
to
okay,
go.
okay,
I'm
wrap
getting
this
ready to
story
go.
up. Okay, okay.
Actually, I'm just going right to the hot dogs. So my hometown is the one that created these hot dogs.
Just the other night
Wait,
at his
what is-
hometown
what-
football game.
What is your hometown? Let's give them some credit if they're the ones that
Furburger.
did it. Furburger?
Furburger.
Furburger?
Oh, no, sorry.
Heathen?
Fairberry.
Harryberry.
Fur burger?
So like, is this like Dingleberry?
Yeah, but with a,
Exactly.
but with a fair in front of it.
For Dingleberry?
Fair Fairbury.
Furbury.
Fairbury.
Fairbury. Furburger.
Furry. It's a furry.
Hairy belly button. Hairy butthole.
So
Why everybody got hair in a bow?
Yeah. So it's the skin. The skin is dyed red.
Is this like foreskin of the hot dog?
Well, isn't it like intestine? Isn't it like an
Shit, I don't
intestine
know.
lining? Is what a,
This is your
not
story
Hey,
from your
I am
hometown,
not
okay?
from
yeah.
the
We're not from
Fairsbury.
Furburger. Okay, Fairbury. Furbury.
I didn't fucking cook the hot dog. I don't fucking know.
You mean to tell me there wasn't a factory that everybody worked at that was all from
Yeah.
the same place?
It's
Like
like
they
all,
make the hot dogs
all,
every
all
day.
4,000 people in my hometown.
it's like
baked
Tyson.
dogs.
Hey, it's like Tyson and Emporia State.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they all graduate from there and then go work at Tyson?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Go bumblebees.
Anyway,
No. So I believe
hey,
the old...
wait, your balls are showing. Bumblebee.
Chicago. Got you.
Chicago.
You're out. Go. You're gone. Yeah.
It's fun when it goes off the rails.
Yes. Anyway, okay, go with your red hot dog. I'm sorry. Sorry. You drink your other drink too.
Nope. Yeah, so, Fairbury became the official hot dog, and I don't know if that's when they started dyeing them red, or if they were dyed red.
So they're just
before
dyed
that.
red hot
So
dogs. That's all it
the
is.
skin is dyed red, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
And then,
So it's not as cool as I was expecting.
yeah, but then a while ago they got bought out by Wimmers.
Really?
Yeah, so they don't actually make the hot dogs in my hometown anymore.
That's lame.
Boo.
Yeah, so all the
Wimmers,
all
you
the
suck.
hot dogs.
So wait,
Yeah.
what does your hometown do now? Like the
Yeah, where all the jobs go.
4,516 people. Yeah, where'd the job go?
There's a brickyard.
So they make bricks now?
There was Jinx. I believe you can Google this, but I believe the majority of God, you guys are like 7. My kids say Jinx. You guys are
I owe him a fucking Coke. Thanks,
do
dude.
it over. Give me the
Goddamn.
fucking computer. God, you guys, get out of here. Your podcast is done. The Eric Show is beginning. Fucking get out of here. I'm sorry. Who
He's the
turned
one
to
that said
this?
Jinx. He's the one that said Jinx. Not fucking me, man.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I'll take that
He's
one.
a little
I'll take
bigger
the
than
blame
you,
on
so
that
I
one.
chose you.
Oh, fucking. From college football to red hot dogs.
Yeah,
this is what we do.
Children, really, is what.
Okay. So,
But I got more. So
okay.
I don't know if I can name drop him, but
Name drop the fuck out of him. We don't
the
care.
guy that ended up owning it. It was a family, but the guy that owned it, his name was Tom. I won't say last name.
Like Tojo Tom or
Or
Yeah,
like MySpace Tom.
Like
That guy was
like,
awesome?
like Tom.
I really.
But
I
that's
wonder-
where. But that's where the.
I wonder if he has a Facebook account. I really want to friend him.
So I believe they named the hot dog, the big ones that you get at the football game. They're called Tomboys. And I believe they're named after him.
I'll buy that for $1.
I'm gonna move on from this topic.
Yep, we're done.
Because the jokes I'm gonna make are
Yeah, I know, there's lots of
inappropriate.
them.
I'm like, I'm not gonna
There's
go.
lots
I'm
of
not-
them.
Tomboy.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
He has red wieners.
But no,
Yeah.
the brickyard.
Is he circumcised?
The brickyard made, I believe, all the bricks for Ford Field. For Ford Field. Ford fucking Field.
Your nemesis up in Detroit?
That one.
Is that what
Why,
we're talking
why
about?
would they do that?
Yeah, why would they?
What kind
why
of
would they?
real red-blooded Nebraskan would absolutely make bricks for fucking Detroit? That's terrible.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
why
I didn't
didn't they make
realize.
them
I
for
didn't
Arrowhead?
realize that Detroit Lions were
Why didn't they
a
make them for
rival
Arrowhead?
for the NFL team in Nebraska.
Oh, there isn't one.
Oh, that's right.
You
there
guys,
You guys
don't
love the Chiefs.
hate them?
Because it's the same color scheme.
God, give me the fucking Googles. Give me the Googles.
What do you need the Googles for?
I don't know.
What are you looking up?
Was he looking for the most popular team, NFL team in Nebraska?
No, I'm
It'd
looking
be
up-
the Chiefs.
It's
Looking up-
definitely the Chiefs. We know that.
Google and bricks.
Why are you Googling bricks?
Why not?
It's going to take you to Indianapolis. It's not going to take you
Shit
anywhere in
and
Nebraska.
bricks.
Yeah.
Shit and bricks.
We should have called. You should have called him Shitbrick instead of fucking DB.
Oh, that'd have been a good one.
But American Pie just didn't fit for him because he's not as cool as Shitbrick.
Nah.
Did you go home and take a poop when you were in high school?
Dude, if I'd have lived closer, I would have done it.
I would have too, but I'm asking
100%
him.
done it.
He only
Oh.
had fucking 300 people. I mean, in his whole school. How many people were in your graduating class?
Oh, that's a good question. 10?
Did you have 14?
No.
20.
No.
27.
Higher.
Lies. I don't believe him. It was less than 50. I guarantee it.
How many was
I
it?
know the exact number.
How many was it?
39.
70.
Lies. Lies.
4.
Okay,
In the-
your fat ass lineman number from football does not mean that you get to call that your high school graduating class number.
74.
All right, let's move on. We're done with Nebraska and red hot dogs.
Whoa. They are delicious, though. A little bit of mustard.
Who puts mustard on a hot dog?
I do. Mustard.
It's
Where-
ketchup and relish, you
A
weirdos.
little bit of ketchup.
What in the...
Relish.
No.
Ketchup and relish, bro. What are we talking about?
A little kraut. A little kraut on there if they got it too. Yum.
No, I don't know
Yum.
if you.
See?
I don't know if you heard me earlier. I'm a Chicago fan. We do
Yeah,
not,
your
we do
fucking
not-
Chicago hot dogs are fucking weird.
We do not put
You put an
ketchup
entire
on hot
fucking vegetable
dogs.
garden on
We
your
do
shit.
not
What is there?
put
13
ketchup
things on a
hot
Chicago dog?
It is like a hot dog
It's
salad.
stupid. It's stupid.
It's a hot dog salad on a bun, is what they do in Chicago.
What is that? What are you pulling up?
Is that Lucas Oil?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
All
yeah,
they
they
did
did
all
that.
the.
Oh, did they do all Indianapolis's bricks?
And TCF Bank Stadium.
Do you
which
get a
is-
discount since your parents live there? For bricks? Because I could use some bricks.
I kind of want some bricks too.
I mean,
That's
you
what I'm
might just
saying.
go
Like,
take-
can we get a discount?
If I just take some. I mean, they don't work there.
But they live in the town.
So you just take the truck and fill up the bed and we'll be fine. Then it's kind of that operation. Just
I got a trailer.
I have fished in
I got a
their,
trailer.
in their
Leave a
quarry.
penny, take a
They-
brick.
They stock an old quarry pond, and I fished there before. That helps you out.
Did you fish? I don't feel like your dad would have taken you fishing.
It
I
wasn't.
feel like he would have drowned you.
It wasn't with my dad. I don't know why
That
you bring.
explains a lot.
I don't know why you bring that up.
That explains a lot. I feel like your dad would have drowned you, but your mom would have got Lois would have got mad.
Larry would have been it's like, fuck you, son. We're not going fishing.
That's now 11. For those of you,
talked about Lois either.
for those of you keeping
Lois
score
did-
at home.
Lois, the sweetest lady in the world, and we don't know how you came out of that. So
Stop. We have to move on because I got so many jokes right now.
Speaking of Mike's dad, I'm just kidding. He's listening.
we love say he's listening. We do love Gijo. That's why we talk about his
It's the sons I have problem with.
his diabetic toes in a fucking pickling jar.
In a jar of formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
Shake him up every once in a while.
We're so off the rails.
This is a football episode.
Hey,
what happened?
hey! It took us an hour and 30 minutes to break off the rails. That's pretty fucking good.
That is true. We were
That's
good
pretty
for a
fucking good.
while, and then
And then red hot dogs came up. Anyway, let's move on to K-State real
I
quick.
was like, you want to talk about Kansas
Yeah,
or
let's
K-State?
yeah, we'll talk about both.
Okay, next topic. That's enough. We talked enough about them. Next,
No, we
talk
didn't
about-
because
we'll talk
Avery.
about KU.
I think Avery Johnson actually has the possibility, if he plays to his potential, to be in the Heisman Trophy candidate talks this year. Not winning it, but in the talks.
Yeah, I don't know about this year. I would pencil him in more for next year. Remember last year?
Talks.
I was huge on K-State. Like
Absolutely.
I was saying it with my chest, 10 toes down. Like I was adamant. I am not that way this year. I'm really not.
I'm worried about them as a whole this
I'm
year.
a little scared. I was just looking up. Their over under is 9.5 games. I'm taking the under on that. If I actually bet
I
it,
will
I'm
be
taking the
actually
under.
surprised if they win 6 games this year.
Oh,
And
no, they're going
that's-
to win 6. They're just not going to
Well-
win the Big 12 is the problem. They're
you're-
probably going to win 9
So you're
games.
saying you're saying that your preseason ranking is not accurate?
I think
I
it'll be
think
back
the
towards.
ranking. I think the ranking's accurate.
I think
this
they're going to
year.
be end up around 20 in
Yeah.
the country at the end
I
of
would
the
agree
year.
with that.
Is about where they'll be.
I would agree with that.
I don't think they're going to make the playoff. I don't think they're going to win the Big 12. I think they're going to come in close and just miss.
Because
it.
let's talk about their schedule real quick. They've got UT Martin right off the bat. Then they go to Tulane. Tulane, I feel like to them could be a trap game because that Tulane team is either really good,
But
or
they
they're really
lost.
bad.
Here's the thing: I didn't look up, and I should have because Tulane had a really good quarterback
He's
who
gone.
I'm pretty sure is gone.
He's gone.
They had a good running back who I'm sure is gone.
No,
Or is he back?
I think the running back. I think they lost the quarterback,
believe-
but they brought back the running. The running back came back for his senior year.
But I believe the kids that made them rank for the last couple of years
Are all gone for the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They were either going to be
And I don't
really
think-
good, or they're going to be bad again. Like they finally cycled out because they've been on a 3-year cycle where Tulane has been really good the last 3 years.
They have.
And Arizona is ranked
But you get them at
I think
home,
Arizona
and
is a false
I don't think
ranking.
they have their quarterback.
I think they're a
the
false
quarterback that led them last year. Is no
I
longer
honestly
there.
think the teams that are coming, and this is kind of Big Ten also, the teams that are coming out of the Big 12 or coming out of the Pac-12 to their new conferences, I don't think will be as good as what they will be in a few years because of the travel. I think the travel right off the bat is going to be a little hellish for them.
It's going to be difficult.
Because Arizona has to come to K-State. Now, granted, that's really not that far, but that's still a decent trek for that team.
Oh, that's a trip.
Yeah.
I think
And they have to go,
I agree with that, but I think Oregon will still be pretty good. I don't really think that they're necessarily going to.
well, Oregon's.
I don't think it'll be any different.
Oregon's different than Arizona, though.
Well, no, that's true.
Oregon
has
is
way
a
more
more
talent than
bingo.
Arizona does.
Yeah.
Arizona has like a good wide receiver quarterback combo, and that's really it.
I think K-State's going to struggle at BYU because
I
it's
don't.
at BYU.
They're gonna go smash them there.
You really
I'll
think
take,
so?
I'll take a bet
Okay.
on that ball.
Okay.
Bet a ball of jack on
Then
that
you
right
gotta-
now.
So
Then you got to deal with the
so
man.
3
at
and
Oklahoma
1,
State.
3 and 1 going into Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And they're gonna. Is that there?
yeah.
That's a loss.
No, it's at home. It's at
Oh,
home.
that's a
and
win.
then
Okay,
At,
so 4
at
and
Colorado's a loss.
No, they're going to
No,
destroy
they're gonna
Colorado.
smash Colorado.
Uh,
I guarantee they've
West-
got some frustration. They could
West
take out.
Virginia,
just
you will probably lose that West Virginia game.
Is it? Where's
It's
it
at West Virginia.
Yeah, it's tough to play there.
Yeah.
It really is.
Against KU, you guys should beat KU
Is
at
it home?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
at
a
home.
100% win.
Yeah,
Lock
you got-
that in.
You guys will lose to Houston, though,
Where's it at?
at Houston.
Probably.
You guys will lose there. You will destroy Arizona State and Cincinnati at home, and then Iowa State is always a fucking toss-up game.
It's at Iowa
And it's
State.
at Iowa State. That's
Yeah.
always a fucking toss-up.
We'll win. Only because we lost at home. So they're
So
going to be
that's a
angry,
8 and-
and they're going to win.
That's an 8-4 year.
Which is good enough to put you at like 4th or 5th in the Big 12, which is what I expect from
Possibly,
them this
yeah.
year. They're going to be just outside.
What is their projected win total? Is it 8?
9.5 is the over-under.
So they're,
So they're
probably
thinking
giving
they're going to
Col-
get 9 games.
I would say
many-
they're
how many
probably
teams are in the
giving
Big
you
12
West
now?
Virginia, even though that is a very tough place to play, and probably the Houston game then
Yes.
to be at 9.5.
Yeah.
That's one of those two games is going to be your toss-up game.
That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, if Avery Johnson doesn't have a sophomore year misstep, their defense should be decent enough to rally, but they may have to do like what KU's done the last 2 years, is they may have to just outscore them. Like last drive of the game type shit, like what KU has done.
It's
And I
just-
don't, and that's not K-State football.
No,
that's
it's
not
not.
Kleinman football. Or
It's-
Klein, sorry.
and
That's
who
not
the-
Klein football.
Who they have lost at this point, like you lost Cooper Beebe.
You lost one of
Which
the best
was
linemen in the country.
Huge. However, we got Baby Beebe. His brother.
He's not ready
He's
yet.
not
though.
ready yet. He's a
not ready
freshman.
yet, but yes.
But he's there to replace him.
Because in all reality, BB shouldn't have come back last year. He should have
wanted
but he
to
wanted to play
be-
with his brother.
Well, not only that, he also wanted to get to the Ring of Honor at K-State.
Yes.
It was a
And
big
you
deal
have to
for
play all
him.
4 years there.
He was like,
Yeah.
I want to be here.
Hey, Cooper BB is a local Kansas City kid.
He's a KC
He's a Piper.
kid.
Yeah, he's a
Like,
Piper
yeah.
kid. I'm totally on board with him and his family because his family's actually really nice people. I don't have anything bad to say about them.
Me neither.
They support the fuck out of Kansas City. So
Yeah.
Hopefully his little brother-
KCK people. I love KCK
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Like,
But hopefully his little brother can step up. He's got big shoes to fill, but
he does.
he's actually bigger than his brother.
His,
That's the crazy
I'm-
part.
I'm
That's the crazy part.
optimistic about what his brother's going to do. He's just not there yet.
Yeah.
Braden, I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely.
It's just last year they finished 9-4 with a win in the bowl. I feel like going 8-4 is pretty much in the cards.
Are
again.
you will you be disappointed if they don't?
If they don't hit 8-4, I'll be pissed.
Okay.
I feel like it's a blown season.
Okay.
I think you have to hit 8-4.
Okay.
If you do that, you've exceeded my expectations by going 9-3 or 10-2. I just don't see it
Is
happening.
there anybody for backup purposes that can step up, like on the awful chance? I'm knocking on wood there. Something happens to Avery Johnson. Does K-State have a backup quarterback to be able to step in? And I don't
they
know
do.
this. I'm
yeah,
asking.
they do. They've
Okay.
got other people that will step up and play. Avery's the
Avery's
style
an
of player they
anomaly
wanna go.
out of the state of Kansas. In all honesty, he is an anomaly because we don't normally get dual threat quarterbacks out of the state of Kansas.
He was the number one dual threat prospect quarterback. Not
the
just
country.
and
the
that's a
country.
big deal.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said he's an
Huge
anomaly.
deal.
Yeah,
Well,
2
you
years
know,
ago.
with Klein as your offensive coordinator, you know what he wants. or a person calling the plays.
That's the other thing I
Well-
was going to note. Notable exits from K-State. Colin
there?
Klein is gone.
Oh, he is
He
gone?
is
He
gone.
is
Oh, I
now
thought
the
he was still
offensive
there.
coordinator in A&M. They hired him.
Yes.
So he's
there you go.
gone.
Yes, he
so
is
we
gone.
do have a new offensive coordinator, which is going to change things up a little bit.
Because we
And
all,
so
we all
I'm
know
not
how much
as-
he liked to run the ball himself.
Optimus Prime.
Oh, dude.
Optimus Klein, sorry.
Dude.
That big sumbitch. I loved watching him play, though. I'm
I
not
still
going to
don't
lie.
understand how the hell Manti Te'o got that goddamn Heisman over him.
Bro,
it
they
makes
felt
no
bad for him.
fucking sense.
They felt bad for him.
No goddamn sense.
See, if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, this
Still
is
aggrieved.
Manti Te'o's fake girlfriend. She's here in the studio with us if you guys didn't know that.
Fucking bitch.
How does he win and Ndamukong Suh doesn't win?
It makes
that's
no
one of those
sense.
questions, man.
As a defender,
Absolutely.
as a defender.
Goddamn
Absolutely,
sense.
because Ndamukong Suh was the most dominant
Way
fucking...
more dominant than he
Jesus
was.
Christ.
Way more dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. Manti Te'o was a joke, and I think it was partially because he went to Notre Dame. Because there's a lot of homers out there in the world that
100%.
fucking love Notre Dame
Yep.
for no reason. Even though, what have they done in the last fucking 30 years? Hold on, I'll wait for it.
Yeah, I mean they haven't. Yeah, I mean they haven't won
We're gonna
titles.
sit over here
Yeah.
and look for stuff real quick. Yeah, we got nothing.
Nothing.
We got
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean
So-
they've won more games than
Is-
Nebraska, but they're really
Is
in the same
K-State's
boat.
defense this year the same as last year? Or did they get stronger anywhere?
I don't have any like big splashing names
Okay.
that came in.
Okay.
Honestly, I think they're going to be solid.
'Cause I
ever
think-
since they went to the 3-3-5,
Well, I was
they've
gonna say
been better.
their corners struggled a little bit last year, but that 3-3-5, that prevent style, but it's not prevent, was actually better for them.
Yeah,
the more
reason
DBs
struggled
they
is
had,
they weren't getting pressure. Is
yes,
the problem.
Yes, and we all know that in the Big 12, when you don't get pressure on the quarterback with your front 3 or 4,
You're gonna get picked
your
apart.
DBs are going to get picked apart because they end up going to zone instead of being hardcore man to man, and I think that's where K-State struggled last year.
Yeah.
Because
They'll
it's
be
the
fine,
same
though.
thing that it's the same thing that KU did. KU was not ready to go to their. What did they run? They basically ran a nickel the whole year because they tried to keep 4 up front, but their DBs couldn't handle it. That's why they had to outscore everybody. But it is what it is. So, all right. Well, let's move on to KU real quick.
Bring them on.
KU is projected by Sportsbook Wire for 10 games this year, which I don't. It's possible, but I don't see it happening. They will beat Lindenwood. They should beat Illinois, even though that game was closer than it should have been last year. They're going to destroy UNLV. They have to go to West Virginia just like K-State does, and I think that'll be a toss-up game. They have to play TCU at home, which that is their first game at Arrowhead this year. Because for those of you who don't know,
The Tulip Bowl
They're
was
at
torn down.
They're at Children's Mercy, aren't they? For
no, Lindenwood and UNLV are at Children's Mercy, and then they moved to 4 games at Arrowhead,
so
which is why their schedule is home away, home away, home away, home away
So
for
they-
the entire year.
You know, it's pretty awesome. They're going to have bathrooms at work again. That's
Yes.
nice.
Yes,
It's
they
going to be
are.
awesome.
so the
For once in a while.
So their conference games are Arrowhead then. It
Yes,
appears.
yes, their conference their conference starts at Arrowhead. I don't know about TCU. They should be able to beat TCU. They're
They
going to
will.
destroy Arizona State.
Yep.
They got Houston at home. That's a toss-up game in my opinion.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
think they're
rough,
going to beat
man.
Houston. I know they're going to lose at K-State, and I'm fine with that. They get Iowa State at home, thank God. They should win that game. I don't know about BYU out at BYU. They should win that game, but once again, we don't know for sure. They're going to destroy Colorado. And at Baylor,
That could be a trap game. If it's the
It
last game of the
absolutely
year
could be.
and you're rolling,
Yeah.
for some reason, even if Baylor sucks, they're going to make
Especially
they're
at
going to
Baylor.
stumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not a Big 12 savant like you two are, but I don't really see anyone on either of the schedules for KU.
That
and
scare
K-State
you?
That scare me. There's
Here's-
no one. You know
here's
what I mean?
the- here's
Like
the
me,
thing.
I look up at Ohio State and I'm like,
Penn State,
lost
Ohio
by
State,
60.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's like
Well, and that's like the thing about the Big 12 finally is you don't have those 2 or 3 schools, and KU doesn't play Oklahoma State this year because I always worry about Oklahoma State. I just always do.
Yeah.
It's one of those perennial teams that's usually top 15. If they're not in the top 20, there's
always
something
gonna have a solid
wrong.
team.
Absolutely, because of Gundy. I mean, Gundy's a good coach. He's one of the best coaches in the
He's a
game.
fucking man.
He is the fucking man.
No, he's a man. He's
Oh,
a
yeah,
man.
He's the man.
I'm,
he's
no,
over-
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
he's over 40 now.
I'm
but
40
yeah,
years
I mean,
old.
like I think K-State falls into the category where they've been
they have been solid over a good run, and then you got Oklahoma State. But other than that, it's kind of up and coming Kansas and a whole bunch of teams that really haven't done anything in a while.
And that's the thing about Kansas is I know we said his name earlier, but I don't know that if Jalen Daniels doesn't stay healthy, I don't know that Ballard is going to be the answer like Bean was last year.
So if he gets hurt, which is a very big
It's
possibility,
it's a 60,
considering
it's
how-
almost 60-40 at this point in time, almost 70-30 that he's going to get hurt.
You will immediately change your projection to they
6
are
games.
a mid. They might go 6-6
They
at that point.
might go 6-6.
They're going to be fighting to be bowl eligible.
Absolutely,
Okay.
100%. Because I like Ballard. Ballard
of
played
pressure
really
to put
good
on him,
last
man.
year, huh?
That's a lot of pressure to put on him. It's like, Daniels, without you, we're trash.
But that's only because they don't have
that's most schools.
Bean was in that program for 5 years. So last year was his senior year. The only reason why Daniels started over him is because Daniels is a dynamic ass player. I mean, he is a playmaker in college. Bean was a guy that would stay in the pocket too long and only run when he had to, which was one of the problems that he had because that dude was actually fucking fast. He actually was a more dynamic player than I think he ever gave himself credit for, but he knew that to get into the NFL, he had to be a pocket passer. Mm-hmm. And he would overthrow people for days. Jesus Christ. But if Daniels does get hurt, which, like I said, there's a 60-40, 70-30 chance that it's going to happen because he has back issues, I think KU fights for 6 wins.
It's fair.
7-5, 6-6. If they win 7 games, it's going to be a great thing. They'll get into a bowl game, which they've gotten in the last 2 years. I mean, Leipold has done an amazing job with K-State, or with KU. He really has. I'm not sure how they're getting him to stick around, considering several programs have tried to poach him, other than his wife loves Lawrence for whatever reason.
There's no stress.
And that,
Anything
I think,
you
is the
do
other
winning
thing.
wise,
He's
own
already
the city.
He's already got his contract extended until 28 or 29. They're going to they're finally letting him build the program. I think it's a great situation for him. He makes a shit ton of money off it because he's up to like $10 or $11 million. So
new stadium coming, right?
He's got a brand new stadium
and your
coming.
expectations are low. You
Yeah.
really can't beat that situation in college. And you're in a power. We're going to power 3.
It's still a Power 4.
Okay.
It's a Power 4.
I mean,
we haven't really talked about the ACC and their struggles and all that kind of shit. And probably after next year, when
gonna be
Clemson
gone.
and FSU and all those people finally get the court ruling that they're looking for,
It's going to blow up.
oh, the ACC's done.
Yeah. It's going to be the Big 10, it's going to be the SEC, and then the Big 12, and that's what's going to be left.
And each one of those conferences is going to manage with 20 people. Big 10, you're going to get the scraps, I feel like.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, I think part of the problem there is that the SEC is willing to take them. I think geographically, it makes more sense for more teams to go there.
Yeah, but I don't think the SEC is going to take that many teams out of the ACC. Like, they don't want Florida State. Otherwise, Florida State would have been in there a long fucking time ago. And I think they don't want them because of the whole Florida rivalry stuff. Will they take Clemson? Yeah, they'll probably take Clemson. I could see that happening. But I don't see a whole lot of other
About
schools.
Miami
I don't know that the SEC wants Miami.
or Duke.
I'll take them. I'll take Miami.
Oh,
right
I would
now
take Miami in a heartbeat. I would take Florida State in the Big 12 in a heartbeat. Because that's another market in Florida that we can add to with UCF.
That, and I want to go to those road games. I don't want to go to
Absolutely.
fucking Orlando.
Absolutely.
But I do want to go to Miami. I'll fucking hit that trip every time I get a chance. Let's go.
Because, I mean, you look at the ACC, you've got Boston, which I didn't realize California went to the ACC. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not
So did
realize
Stanford.
How?
Cal and
Stanford is
Stanford both
okay. Stanford went there.
Yeah, those are pretty.
That's
close
who,
to each other. That's
and
good.
SMU was their pickups after
Okay. Because I knew that SMU went there, but like
what? Okay, no, I started looking at something else. Sorry. No,
Oh.
keep going.
okay, because like the ACC, like if we're solely talking football and we're not talking about basketball, like the ACC doesn't really have a whole lot to offer.
They don't.
No,
You have like for the Big 12, I would take Duke because Duke's program has been built over the last 5 or 6 years. I would take them for both basketball and football. I would take them. Florida State, absolutely. I don't really give a shit about California. I would take Miami.
Oh, 100%.
I would take North Carolina, even though their football program hasn't been great lately. Mac Brown is still doing his thing out there. That's really about it. Maybe Virginia Tech.
Wake Forest hasn't been too bad the last
Wake
couple
Forest
years.
is trash.
Okay.
They were they not ranked last year?
I mean,
feel like they were-
yeah. I don't think they're fucking trash, but that's
I
okay.
I
They
guess
got,
I guess we could pull in a Georgia Tech too, since they decided to destroy Florida State's
We
hopes
got a
and
top 10
dreams
road
this year.
game today.
They did.
I guess neutral site, we'll call it.
Yeah, it's a neutral site loss, so it's not that big of a deal.
All right, so fuck the AC. I want to move on. Let's pick our conference winners.
All right,
Who
let's
we
do
think we're
that.
gonna go.
Okay.
And the ACC, I don't really care.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with.
Do you
Florida.
care? Does anyone care?
I'm gonna take Florida State as the conference champion for them.
Nope. I'm gonna go Clemson.
I'm gonna go Clemson as well.
Ooh.
Should we be writing these down to see who gets it right?
Yeah. Put it on the
right,
put it
I
on
got
the
it.
notes.
I got the notes.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the
All right.
notes. We'll do that
So
because
we
that'll be the
go-
easiest.
ACC. You took.
So, just to give you guys a heads up real quick, because I didn't answer all the things off of this, but Mormon said this morning that Saban picked Georgia to win the championship this year, which that says a lot from him leaving Alabama, in my opinion. That actually
yeah.
speaks volumes. And then the Pizza King himself, Rene Brunetti, finally chimed in. Thanks for watching the show, dickhead. He said Daniels will get hurt, which we've already said that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we
Pretty
agreed,
much.
didn't we?
Yeah.
I think
Um,
at least
so
you guys did. I didn't really say much, but I know you guys agreed with that.
Big 12. Fuck. I don't even know how to claim the Big 12 this year because I want to say this, but I don't want to at the same time. If Daniel stays healthy, KU wins the Big 12.
I'm ready to make.
What?
I'm ready to make my pick.
KU wins the Big 12.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to say it. But that's not my pick. If Daniels was healthy, 100%.
Okay.
Are you gonna call? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
Here's
no.
mine.
I'll
Ready?
let you
No,
since you're the.
no. Before, give your real pick. Then, if you say he's not going to,
My real pick is Utah. My real pick is Utah.
Okay.
I'm going to take Utah.
Here's my pick. Ready? No, 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 no.
Yeah, let's go.
No, 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 no.
You gonna do all that?
Yeah.
You gonna do all that? Get the fuck out.
I
of
do.
here.
I think
You think
K-State. I
K-State?
think K-State
Okay.
will win. Yep.
Okay.
God, I want to pick K-State so
See?
bad,
But
especially
you
after
have to
that.
be
But
realistic.
I can't. I
But
can't.
you
I
have
told
to
you
be
earlier. I
realistic.
think they're going to be probably a 9-3.
I know, that's what
team
I'm
in
saying,
conference,
like,
which
that's why
isn't
I'm not
enough
taking-
to get it done.
That's why I can't
Yeah,
take
but
KU.
I don't think anyone else really jumps out.
I
Utah-
think
I think
Utah is the
Utah
winner.
is, I think, the winner of the Big 12 this
Do
year.
they still have what's his nuts?
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, they got that quarterback. I actually have their
Rising.
meeting. Yes.
Yes,
that's the
Rising is
quarterback.
still with them. Yes, he is a possible Heisman Trophy.
Well, maybe I take
Candidate
that back.
this year.
I'm just kidding. I think K-State will be okay.
I mean, honestly, if I
Is that the Big 12 media guide?
that was the Utah media guide.
Oh, the Utah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Utah, and you're going K-State.
I gave him K-State. I took Utah. I just want to be
Yeah,
clear.
no,
I did
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
Last year I took K-State. I'm not doing it this year.
All
It's
right,
not gonna
Big
happen.
10. I'm curious to see who your pick is for the Big 10.
We're gonna have him go last because it's his
Okay.
conference.
All right,
so you
we'll do
go
that.
first on this one.
Let me pull them up real quick because I actually think Ohio State's going to win the Big 10 this year.
Do you really think
Yeah.
so? I'm gonna put you down for OSU.
I think Ohio State, and as much as I don't want them to win it because I fucking hate Ohio State, I think they win the Big 10 this year.
Well, I am going to do this in honor of our guest who is not here.
You're going with the Ducks?
I'm going to take the
That
Ducks.
was- that's
for,
who
for
I.
Danny.
So I think Oregon and OSU are going to be the two in the championship game, but I think OSU wins it. That's actually who. Though that was my.
I just like Oregon more,
Oh,
and
dude,
I
I love
fucking
Oregon.
hate Ohio State.
I
God,
know.
I hate Ohio State.
I know.
so much.
All right, king of the Big 10.
So
Big 10's on the block.
I do not like that I'm picking them because I don't. If I say this, I'll give it away.
Come on, Homer.
So I'm gonna pick Oregon,
Okay.
and I don't like picking it because I don't like it. I don't really want them to come into the conference and win right away.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But I think their hardest game is going to be Ohio State, and they get them at home.
Do they play Ohio State in?
It's in Eugene.
No, in the regular season though.
They do. Yes.
Fuck.
So it's in Eugene.
Now you want to rethink,
Yeah.
don't you? Now you're
So
kind of
it's-
thinking,
yeah. And the way Ohio State has performed against Michigan the last couple of years, that's why I'm taking Oregon.
I can give you Oregon's schedule real quick, okay? I'm going to run down it. It's Idaho, Boise State,
You are a hoe.
at Oregon
Yeah, let's
State,
go to the Big Ten.
at
So we got
UCLA,
UCLA.
Michigan State at home. They got Ohio State at home. Then they're at Purdue, Illinois at home, at Michigan, Maryland at home, at Wisconsin,
I will stay
Washington
with,
at home.
I will stay with Oregon State. Or, I mean, I will stay with,
So, I mean-
Ohio State.
I mean,
still.
Michigan could have things figured
There's
out.
going to
by
be a
then,
rematch.
but
I think there's going to be a rematch. Who? Well, just pull up Michigan real quick. What does Michigan's schedule look like?
I'll tell you in just
I'm
a
just
second.
curious. I mean, I know they lost their starting quarterback and all that kind of shit, but who? What does their schedule look like?
yeah. I mean, I think Ohio State and Oregon play. in
Do
the
they go to
championship game.
USC or is USC at home?
They don't. Oh yeah, they have USC at home.
Okay.
Michigan does.
And then they
But
got,
they do play
they got-
Texas.
They
They've got Oregon at
they
home
got
as
Oregon
well.
at home, and they're at Ohio State. Well, Texas won't matter for the Big Ten.
Right, but they
No,
do have
but I'm
Texas
just
at
saying
home.
that's
But
still a
that's going to
loss.
count. Like
That
in the-
potentially could be a loss in
Yeah.
the overall standings. Yeah. Yeah, I still take Ohio State.
Okay.
I think it'll be a rematch of them versus Oregon in a neutral site, which I think will be. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Who do we have left?
SEC is what's left. We're not going through all the other conferences.
No,
I don't
fuck all
give
the
a
rest of the
shit.
conferences.
Nobody cares.
Although I will call the Mountain West to be Boise State because I already said that earlier.
I really wanted to pick the Chippewas and the.
You're such a nerd.
Just kidding. I know nothing about them.
Dude.
Nerd. Go outside, nerd.
I know.
All right, so
Very little.
we'll let you go first in the SEC.
I already know who Jones is taking. He wants Missouri so bad.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna go.
So
I'm
bad.
gonna go with.
Oh my
I'm gonna go
God.
with Texas.
Are you really?
no.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, are you really?
I think,
Wow.
I think Georgia wins. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
They have too much returning.
Go ahead, Mike.
We just talked so much trash on
All
Texas.
right.
I wanted
So I'm kind of torn because I think that Alabama's going to fall off a cliff. I just don't see it happening. I do like Georgia, but they fucked me last year. I was all in on Georgia fucking getting the national championship, and that didn't work out. Fuck the Tigers, both LSU and Missouri. I don't care.
Yeah, LSU has a new quarterback. They lost Daniels. It's going to be hard to overcome.
Oklahoma.
Texas is overrated again, in my opinion, like always.
I think Tennessee. Tennessee's got another. Yeah, that's
Ooh,
not.
Tennessee has a quarterback that actually.
But they lost Hooker, right? Hendon Hooker's gone. Who's the new quarterback in there?
I feel like he played last year a little bit as like a freshman, but I think he had a pretty good season.
All right, I'm
I mean,
gonna go ahead and just take. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna take Georgia. I'm gonna take the favorite.
I got to take Georgia, too.
All right, man. Well, that's it. We're all taking Georgia to win the SEC.
Yeah. Which means they're not going to win the SEC.
yeah, which means
Yeah,
it's
we
gonna
mean
be
like fucking
it's
assholes.
gonna be
when we're wrong.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, Vanderbilt takes it.
All right,
guys.
well, this is the longest show we've ever done at 2 hours and roughly 10 minutes.
Nice.
This was a good show.
was.
Thank you for
It
coming.
was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it,
We
gentlemen.
will get you back on here again. You obviously didn't do too bad with this. You were okay with seeing yourself on TV there.
Yeah, you did fine. You
No,
did
I
great.
didn't look.
Well done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, eyes closed.
Eyes closed.
Yeah, I just push buttons.
All right, well, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. And once again, we will be live again on Wednesday for the fantasy football draft. We're just going to talk shit about each other and the teams that we pick. So,
I more than likely will not be here, but I'll try to stop in via
Yep.
phone.
yep, no worries. So, thank you again, DB, Eric, for coming
Yeah,
on the show. And
appreciate it.
we love you guys, and we will see you later. Bye.
Peace.